Good evening, or good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another stream of Lost Judgment. I am your host, The Dark Legend. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're all doing well today. I'm not sure exactly what the what's being picked up on my microphone. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I should actually lower the volume on that. I'm not sure exactly what's being picked up on my microphone, but it looks like it's like picking up sound from my fan or something like that. I'm not sure, but it's like emanating like a lot of noise, so I don't know exactly what that's about. Anyways, we got quite a bit to do, and I got a lot of catching up to do with the kids in the high school stuff, so we're going to try to help them out as best as we can. So with that in mind, let's just jump right into the game and get around it. God, dude, this soundtrack is really good. I love the soundtrack for Lost Judgment, and Yakuza. They've always been phenomenal. They've just always been great, always having that nice feel of levity when it needs to be, and then knows exactly when to drop down to the actual solemn moments, very sincere moments and all that. It knows how to be facetious, but it also knows when to be solemn. And the beautiful thing about it is it knows when not to be annoying and all that, so it's great. Okay, let's get going with Lost Judgment, right? Shall we? So, continue. Right, we were trying to, we took care of one chapter in the main story right now, or just yesterday, and now we're actually kind of going through some extra stuff, because I really want to unlock the boxing, and I have yet to find it. It's driving me nuts. So here we are with Amasawa-chan again. Yagami-san, I'm so glad you're here. You said you wanted to talk about that teacher who got hit by the ball in the hallway? Yes, I did. It's going to be a bit of a long story. Gotcha. Seems like Amasawa wants me to help, but what should I do? Definitely sounds like I'm going to need to stick around for a while. Let's help out. Alright, as the MRC's advisors, I gotta help her out. Sure, what do you need to help with? Thank you so much. Just have a seat, please, would you? It's gonna be a long story, isn't it? So, what did you need help with? Yagami-san, do you know Ibisu-sensei from school? Ibisu-sensei? That name sounds familiar. Oh yeah, that's the teacher who greeted me in the hallway. Friendly guy. Yeah, that sounds like him. His real name is Katsuma Ara. He teaches Japanese. He's the type of teacher who's super nice, never gets mad, and always has a smile on his face. And because of all that, people started calling him Ibisu-sensei, after Ibisu, the god of good fortune. However, don't make that guy mad, dude. Do not make that guy mad. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Let me do something really quickly. I thought I got this thing set up already, and it doesn't want to. Hey Glove, welcome to the stream. Haven't seen you for a good while. Hope you're doing well. We're just carrying on with the side content of this game because I want to get into the boxing. I've gone through over half of this story, and I've yet to receive or do anything with the boxing stuff apart from fighting and all that. So I wanted to get this thing going. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad to see you. How you doing? Hope everything's okay with you. Happy Tuesday. It's my day off, so we're going to be doing our 3-hour stream today, and I hope you enjoy it. However, that personality is only the way he is now. What do you mean? I've always felt something sinister about Ibisu-sensei, so I looked into his past, and I made some interesting discoveries. First of all, he retired from his previous high school for causing a violent incident. But didn't you say he was friendly? So yeah, it's a lot of nonsense to get there. I had no idea because I love this game so far, but it doesn't do enough to kind of nudge you and say, hey dude, you see that high school over there? Why don't you actually go over there and help out the kids over there? You see Amasawa-san, do this for her. You see that? I had no idea that I actually had to do more of the dance club because I didn't care about the dance club. I just wanted to actually get to the boxing. I wanted to box with the boys, you know, Fight Club style and all that. We don't talk about that, by the way. And I didn't realize I had to dance with the girls. Funnily enough, I actually kind of like the choreography and the music to this, but I did not know you had to do that, so who am I to know better? And it feels empty doing it because we're already at the point where we already know what happened to Sawa Sensei And it's like, dude, it feels empty without her now, you know? But apparently his previous school he was known for someone who loses his temper easily. And once that happens, he's out of control. He sent dozens of students to the hospital at the school because he turned into Heihachi Kazama from Tekken 6. How many Tekkens are there? Aren't there like 8 of them or something like that? There's quite a lot. Damn, that's a pretty big deal. I also heard he has the strength of a bear. Bro, I gotta at least duel this guy one day too, because I happen to be a Western Grizzly. I'm all about that, you know. Well, a fight and a dance do require a lot of movement. This is so true. Welcome to the stream, welcome to the stream, Ziggy. You saw him, dude. He looked like Heihachi Kazama from Tekken 8. I think there are 8 of them. So, but dude, he looked exactly like him. You saw the way he was built. He looks nice and all that. Still has some hair, not quite as bald as me, dude. But then, like, you saw him, he's like, oh, ready to kick some ass, dude. He's ready to screw these kids up. You know, so supposedly before he was a teacher, he was a professional masked wrestler. Really? He played the villain. What do they call that in wrestling, Ziggy? Was that called the boot? They call that they call that the heel, right? And then if you're like the good wrestler, they call you the baby face or something like that. Those are the terms that they use for those wrestlers, right? The heel, yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of dance club to get to the next club, Don. So how many clubs are there? Because I'm going through the story and it's just like the story is so smooth to get through, but I don't know how to unlock the other stuff, you know. And the baby face, or the face for short. I see, heel and face. Got it. Hey Bart, welcome to the stream. Yo, it's my character Ella's birthday today. Well, say hello, say happy birthday to Ella then, if that's the case. A pro wrestler, and he was playing the part of the heel. Oh, look, you got it right, Ziggy. There's a few more clubs. Okay, well, we're gonna try to unlock them as much as possible because we're so close to the end. I feel it does not feel right to play this game without at least getting the boxing club for the boys and all that. So I really wanted to get all this done because just, you know, robotics club. Ugh, don't make me nervous now. Do not make me nervous now. Very few people know about that. They don't recognize him from his wrestling days because he wore a mask back then. I think that wrestling experience bled over to his teaching career at his old school. They nicknamed him the Katsuma the Ogre, for goodness sakes. Are you sure about this? A mild-mannered teacher like him? Well, it seems he expressed his regrets over the incident, and now, here at City U High, he's a very kind instructor who never stops grinning. It's like he's a different person. Well then, maybe it's all good, nothing to complain about if he's put it all in the past. No, it's not that simple. What does she mean? I should ask for more details. This is reminding me of, Ziggy, you probably know this. There's a female character, I can't remember her name. I think her name was Lancer. It was like a generic weapon name and all that. It's this blonde woman who's very ditzy, very girly, very, you know, bubbly and all that always hung around with Goku and all the others. And she's like really friendly and sweet. But then as soon as she sneezes, her hair turns blue and she becomes this absolute ultra aggressive, ultra violent woman that just wants to raid banks, shoot guns, and just like launch. Thank you, launch. Thank you. That's right. It is launch. It's kind of reminding me of that, except the exact opposite. It's like a masculine, not an Android 18. I know Android 18, no, but it's launch. That's correct. Thank you. That's what it's reminding me of. Did I read the Mask of the Red Death paper? No, I'm sorry, dude. I've been really busy with my Amazing Digital Circus paper. Good news though, I finally got to the last draft. I cut up enough that it's on my website. Technically, it's only on draft format though. It's not quite published yet, but it'll be out soon. I still need to do a few finishing touches of adding imagery and make it look appealing and all that. So, and you get the hair color. Really? Blonde is where she's aggressive, and blue is where she's. Well, maybe I think you're right. Actually, you're right. I think you're right. Actually. Give me a moment. Now, launch. What kind of name is that, by the way? What kind of name is launch? The only thing she's going to be launching is my heart for her, if you know what I mean. Launch Dragon Ball. Oh yeah, she is so cute as a bluey dude, but she is so hot as a blondie as well. I feel that Dragon Ball Z, as much as like it's meant for the guys, it really I think it was a food joke lunch. What do you mean? A poorly translated name. Oh, her name is a food joke lunch. I see. What kind of name is the Dark Legend? It's not a name, it's a title. That's all it is. It's just a handle, that's all. Since DBZs are always a pun on vegetables and fruits. Is that the reason why Gohan is named Gohan? Because Gohan in Japanese is actually rice. I think it also may be, I know it's rice. I think it may be breakfast as well or something like that. I'm not sure, you know. Anyways, what does she mean? I should ask for more details. Trying the patience of a saint. You never want to try the patience of a saint, dude, because you never want to make good people angry. You never want to do that. I'll ask Amasawa and Ebisu Sensei. I've read enough Reddit stories about that, dude. So Amasawa, it sounds like you think of Ebisu Sensei became a good teacher because he regretted his past actions, right? If so, what's the problem? Dude, he should join the wrestling club. He should make a wrestling club, dude. Learn to, I think Ziggy, you brought this up too. Just exert that aggression, that anger, all those hormones into something proactive and constructive and all that. Learn to teach young boys how to like control that anger, control the force, you know, and use it on something good, you know, competitive and all that. Piccolo, Pickles, Vegeta. That actually makes sense. I didn't think about it. I thought Piccolo was kind of a I thought Piccolo was supposed to be I thought Piccolo was actually kind of like a joke for the actual little whistle, the flutes that was in Italy, you know. In Japanese, her name is, wait, what? Oh, I see. In Japanese, her name was Lunch. Okay, that already explains enough. I already get it. Lunch. But to us, it sounds like, oh, it's like launch, you know. But Funimation misread her name and named her Launch. That makes sense because if you say lunch in Japanese, you're going to pronounce the L like an R. It's ranch. But someone in Funimation, like you just said, took that as, oh, they're trying to say launch. They just can't pronounce the R properly. We'll call her Launch then. So, lunch, you know, just one letter away. So that makes sense. An instrument, yes. Ranchu-chan. Man, she's making me hungry, dude. I just want to eat her up. I'll tell you that much. Even if she is spicy, sweet and spicy, I'll take that, dude. She's a whole lunch meal, just sweet and spicy, you know. I love them both, you know. Like Mario and Tifa, Ranch. What do you mean by like Mario and Tifa exactly? But yeah, Ranch. That's supposed to be like Ranchu-chan, yeah. If so, what's the problem? Unless you think something's going to happen. Well, the thing is, there are some sort of delinquent students who are testing Ebisu-sensei, and they have no idea about his past. What's the term that we use nowadays? Fafo? You know, you mentioned Italy. Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Piccolo, because of Piccolo. I thought it was like the little flutes. And Ziggy brought that up, but yeah, an instrument. I thought that's what was the name Piccolo was supposed to be based off of the actual Piccolo flutes, which is kind of weird. But yeah, that's what I mean by Italy, by Mario and especially Tifa, my favorite senator. I'm still waiting for her to get back to me on that Italian dinner and all that. She's been texting me. She's just really busy and all that, and you know, being the Italian senator, I can't really blame her, you know. I have no idea about his past, so I feel that they're unknowingly playing with fire. Yeah. And come to think of it, it's just so wild. It's so wild to see how Tifa became a meme for the Italian. And the crazy thing is, though, not FOMO. That's fear of missing out. FAFO, fudge around and find out. Only it's not fudge around, you know. I just wanted to say, it's so crazy how that became a meme with Tifa, dude. And the crazy thing is that Italy actually kind of like acted like a duck. It's just water off their back. They didn't care. They're like, they said they did not try to censor. They did not try to blame. They did not try to do anything about it or blame gamers or men or anything like that. They were like, you know, we kind of messed up. We kind of understood the system. We thought we were going to have this, and you know, we're going to do better. It was unprofessional, but can someone please send a copy of that video, please? Because just for scientific sake, Italy took it pretty chill. So, you know, out of all the things I've seen Italians get mad over, they did not get mad over that. So good on Italy. You know, and you know, they're pretty cool with the meme, from what I understand. And you know, if I had Tifa as a meme, why would you be mad about that? You know. Yeah, and come to think of it, some students hit him with a ball. Oh, the pranks have gotten pretty bad lately. From what I can see, Ebisu Sensei might be on the verge of losing his temper again. I can tell that. Oh no. Oh no. Imagine if Mussolini saw that. Bro, I don't wanna. You do know that Tifa would definitely disavow him, probably condemn him too. Hell yeah, Italy had a good laugh. I love Italians, dude. Italian women are great, dude. They always give me 2 reasons to learn Italian, dude, and very easy to learn Italian, especially if you know Spanish. So Ziggy, get going on that Italian, bro. You want to impress Senator Lockhart, after all. So you know, those students could be in danger. Like I said, FAFO. Let it. 2 reasons, you know. 1 reason, 2 reason, if you know what I'm saying. I assume it's based off of the flute as a joke about Piccolo and his species are highly sensitive to high-pitched noise. That's right. I totally forgot about that. Isn't that kind of ironic though, if that's the case? Because if they are, you wouldn't want to name your kid after a high noise that's gonna cause terror to your people, though, right? You know, Gohan whistles and Piccolo experiences physical pain from that. That's right. I forgot about that. That's interesting. That's kind of ironic too, actually, but yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. And I don't know what would happen if he already lost it. And if he causes another incident, there's no way he'll be allowed to keep teaching. Oh, if that's the case, you just don't want to warn pranksters about. If that's the case, why don't you just warn the pranksters about Ebisu Sensei? Look at it this way too, Bart. 2 reasons. One is about the milk, and the other is about the bakery. If you understand what I'm saying, I'm just gonna leave it at that. You know, this is Toriyama we're talking about. Yeah. By the way, shout out to Sensei Toriyama, dude. That man is a master, legend. Fought for what he believed in, dude, and made it happen. So God bless him. God rest his soul. Man, always liked writing comics. Yeah, he did. God rest his soul. Great, talented writer. I love that guy. Great, I love him. May God rest his soul. We'll miss him. Legend, absolute legend. You have no idea. This guy left such an impression upon the culture, so big. Let me tell you this. Not too many people know this, but I actually happen to be a Mexican, a white Mexican. All right. This guy left such an impact on Mexico that Mexicans loved Dragon Ball Z, and not just Mexicans, a lot of Latinos. We love Dragon Ball Z, dude. Yeah, exactly, a Mexican. That's right. I call myself the white churro, if you will. So you know, but Mexico loved Dragon Ball Z so much. Get this, that the day he died, or the day that they announced his death, all the cartels. Now, I'm not saying to follow what the cartels do, because I'm definitely not about that. But all the cartels, for one day, put down their firearms and stop their distribution for one day, just to pay respects for Mr. Toriyama. That is so crazy that something like that can miraculously happen. You know, it's really incredible that man left such a big print on the world with pop culture and anime and all that. It's so beautiful. That man is a legend. That's the kind of thing I strive to be. That's the reason why, Bart, I call myself the Dark Legend. I strive to be like that. I try to emulate that sort of thing. I may not be successful, but at least I try. I try to go after what I care and love about. So, and I really highly regard this man from the East creating this beautiful culture of the 21st century and the 20th, technically speaking. So yeah, we're gonna miss him. Twitch celebrated his influence as well. We played Dragon Ball Z video games. I remember one time we were over at Anime Expo. This was when we were watching it. We were at the theater hall, I believe. We were watching like movies. They gave like different anime movies. I remember watching I I remember watching Wolf's Children or something like that. It was that was a really good movie. We also watched Evangelion. It was actually my first exposure to Evangelion. We watched the end of Evangelion. No, Evangelion Squared or whatever. That one I did not like because the pacing was way too quick, way too choppy. Everything was going by so fast that I had no idea what the fuck was going on. That wasn't until I watched the actual show and I was like, oh, okay, this makes more sense why they made it this way. I still recommend watching the show rather than watching the movie. We were watching all this, and like in the middle of them moving from Wolf's Children to Evangelion or something like that, they were using a PlayStation 3 to play these movies, and they had in their music section all these tracks in there, and I was wondering what the hell are up with all these tracks. And they started selecting tracks, and they were all voice lines of Hercule from Dragon Ball Z, and they were the funniest, cheesiest lines that just made me laugh too much, dude. It was just like too ridiculous and too hilarious. It got the whole auditorium laughing, and I was nearly on the verge of tears, dude. It made me laugh so hard. And then get this is like the ultimate kick in the balls. That was kind of funny too. This guy, whoever was operating that PlayStation 3, dude, he chose an option to select all, and then what happened is as soon as he did the select all, he actually chose the option of deleting it. And then when he was hovering over the yes option, everyone was like, no, including me. I was like, don't do it. Don't delete it. Whatever you do, this is amazing. Don't delete it. Don't take away this happiness from us. And so he would hover there over that yes, then go to no, and just go back to the main menu. And then like audibly, you can hear throughout the whole auditorium, everyone was like, oh. Everyone could hear that relieved sigh. They were like, oh, okay, at least we still got Hercule. Everything's okay. And immediately he went back, selected everything, chose the delete option, hit yes, and everything was gone. We were like, no! Like we were literally Frodo Baggins when he witnessed Gandalf the Grey fall off of Moria, and we're like, no! We were like distraught because of that. It was so hilarious just watching that, just watching and see how that happens. It was great. So it was funny. Oh my god, they were gangsters, but they were DBZ fans. Oh yeah, absolutely, dude. I remember hearing about people in Mexico crowding together World Cup style and just watch the Dragon Ball Z movie just because they could. Oh, absolutely, we love Dragon Ball Z, dude. We Mexicans love Dragon Ball Z. We have taco stalls with Dragon Ball Z themes, dude. We love it, you know, like Spanish dub, Mr. Satan, or English dub. Oh my god, that's amazing. I'm sure he has a backup of him. Yeah, absolutely. It was just really funny, dude, how he would like tease us. He would first give us something funny and then just tease us that he was going to delete it, and we're like, don't do this. He stops with this faint heart of confidence and then just like deletes it all. It was just so cruel and hilarious at the same time, you know. I can't stand Dragon Ball Z. It takes too long. A short story manga theater is cool though. I think there's a lot of pacing things with Dragon Ball Z where like a fight will take 5 episodes and all of that. It's been a long while. I remember my mind being able to comprehend that and sticking with it. I wonder if I were to go back as an adult and actually watch it, how I feel about it. I have a question. I have Asperger's. Do you have it too? No. I was close to actually thinking that I would be having it. Family actually thought that I did have it though, because I would have to go to therapy as a kid early on, just because I thought school fucking was retarded. And because I was such a rebel at school, they thought, oh, this guy must be different. He must be special. We should take him to a therapist because he obviously hates mathematics. You know, he obviously doesn't know how to understand education. He doesn't understand how to be a conformist like the rest of us. He doesn't understand how to buckle under like some sort of bitch and all that. So they took me in and thought I had Asperger's. No evidence. I even went in to see if I had if I was autistic, if I had Down syndrome or anything like that. No evidence. Nothing. It was all inconclusive. Recently I was taken in and thinking that I had ADD or ADDHD. They say that I was closer to ADDHD, but that was even inconclusive too. There was nothing wrong with me. Just school fucking sucks. Get good, son. Maybe you fuckers should do better on actually teaching kids better, because you guys suck at it. So no, I was thought to have it, but I didn't. So try watching DBZ Kai and see what Kai is. That the one who? Okay, so there's a certain point when I was watching DBZ. I love the original DBZ, and I watched all the way up to the Majin Buu verse, I believe. It's the one where Majin Buu comes in. And I remember doesn't Majin Buu kind of have like a redemption arc or something like that? He becomes like a very mean, nasty, mischievous, like puffed up cream puff and all that. Then he becomes like good, but then he has like a clone that's like really evil and messed up, like really sadistic and all that. And I just remember that Goku, Gohan, Vegeta, they were in a tournament, they get eliminated, and then they go to like another facility where they got to go underground and all that. And I remember there was one time, this is what really drove me crazy about rock paper scissors, but they were doing rock paper scissors, all three of them. I was like, that's not the way how you do rock paper scissors and all that. Becomes good and clones gets killed. Yeah, Evil Boo and then Kid Boo. Okay, yeah, so I remember Kid Boo. I never got to the part where it was Evil Boo. I remember seeing him a lot. This was at the point where we lost satellite services, so I didn't get to see that much of it, unfortunately. So yeah, I remember liking the Frieza verse, and I love the Cellverse stories. The Cellverse one scared the bejesus of me as a kid, because I know what he did to people. It scarred me for fucking life, dude. I did not want to see. I did not think that Dragon Ball Z could be terrifyingly cursed, and oh my god, that was my version of Blood Meridian, dude. It was it was terrifying. And Kai is a version of the show that takes out the filler. Was created in 20th anniversary project. Really, I would probably have to watch that because I can't. I don't know if I could do filler. I did the same thing with Naruto, and I had to have a list. I had to have a list of episodes that I had to watch essentially to get what was going on. But I also had a list of all the fillers that I could skip, and it was really weird doing that experience because no more than 5 times back to back, especially towards the end of Naruto, did I see him come in and out of a hospital and then get back to a new adventure with his gang. It was really weird watching that back to back. It was bizarre. It was just weird. Heck, I remember the Ginyu Force had a 4-way rock, paper, scissors. And I'm like, how does that work? I think they just had a 4-way. But with Goku, Gohan, and Vegeta doing 1, 2, 3, it was like, how does that work? I don't know. What's Blood Meridian? You don't want to read that. I can guarantee you, Bart, you don't want to read that. It's a very good book, but it's a very evil book. It's so evil. It's so evil. Written by Cormac McCarthy. Don't read it unless you don't have the heart for it. It's so good, but it's so terrible at the same time. You don't want to read. Barto. Yeah. What business of yours where I'm from? Barto. Yeah. So yeah, it's good, but yeah. I gotta go back and read it. So okay, that's the case. Why don't we just warn the pranks? Surely you'll stop joking once they know about he's terrifying villain wrestler. But that's the thing. They don't believe me. I already warned them many times. They don't think it's possible for Shrimpy Ibisu to be. How do you not believe him? What about Clockwork Orange? Are you talking about the movie or the book? Because they're both different. Sorry, I got Japanese Simpsons in my head. No, that's fine. We got Bart here on the other side. So Barto. Did you ever see that one episode where they go to Japan? So I never read the book. I've only seen the movie. The book is on my reading list right now. I wish I had it in my library, but I don't have it. I'm still trying to read up the Harry Potter series. I'm on the Half-Blood Prince. Actually, I just finished. I'm still reading. I literally had this with me. I'm still reading the Bible on the Book of Jeremiah. But once I get done with some of those stuff, I'll move on. If I get to Clockwork Orange, I would like to read it, but I did like the movie. It's wild. It's a wild film, but I did enjoy it. It's really wild, you know. They don't think it's possible for Shrimpy Ibisu to have been a wrestler. Yeah, it's pretty hard to imagine given how he looks now. What do you mean? Do you see the way he looks? He's like this big bulking mass that's ready to kick your ass, dude. You saw his aura, and he would rather conceal his past, so he can't expect to confirm it. He caused quite a bit of trouble during his active days. Damn, I wonder what he did. Villain wrestler. A masked villain wrestler? That's that nice teacher? His stage name was Masked Bishamon. Yeah, I saw The Simpsons Go to Japan. No, it's because Glove brought it up. I remember liking that episode so much, and I remember when I was I remember when I saw that episode where they go to Japan. It's actually the first time I heard the word Japanimation, and I don't know why. That's the one time it kind of dawned on me, oh, this is the style of animation. We call it Japanimation. It wasn't until later when I call it anime and all that, but that's where I became conscious of the style of anime, because I recognized those quirks, I recognized the tropes. I was like, oh, this is what I like. Japanimation, as they say. And when Bart's watching the anime, dude, he gets a seizure, and then everyone else gets a seizure later on too. It's great. I think that was playing off of the joke when 4Kids Animation, I think it's 4Kids Animation, they released that one episode of Pokemon with Ash trying to get the Porygon, and there's that one instance where they did like flashes of red, white, like extreme colors, and it caused absolute epilepsy to lots of kids in Japan. It was so bad, by the way, that they had to actually censor it from the US. I believe that's what it was. So I think that was a reference to that incident. It was great. Clockwork Orange is a Catholic novel? Really? I gotta read this book now if that's the case. So I gotta read that. I love the movie, and Stanley Kubrick. As much as I love Stanley Kubrick's movies, I don't agree with his philosophy sometimes and all that, because he's an atheist, and what he usually does is he takes a lot of the novels from a lot of writers and tries to change them into unfaithful novels, where he actually tries to push a very subtle messaging of what's going on in this film. So he's always subtle with his messaging, so it's interesting. But the fact that you mentioned it's a Catholic novel, I gotta read this. The last Catholic novel that I wrote, I think, is actually probably the best horror Catholic novel. I would even go far as to say it's even the best horror Catholic movie. It was The Exorcist, and boy do I love The Exorcist. Such a great film, and a great book too. I actually have it right over here. I always keep the completed stories that I finished over here, so great book. That's what I would consider the last Catholic novel that I read. But I'll have to read A Clockwork Orange. I did love the movie. So his stage name was Masked Bishamon. Bishamon. Apparently he was unbeatable at the ring. He had the strength of a demon god, I heard. And his enemy's blood would get all over Ebisu Sensei and make it look like he was wearing a red robe. The episode called The Electric Soldier Pokemon. Yes, that was a reference. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. That's the one. I always found that, even though Porygon was never my favorite Pokemon, I always found him to be an interesting one, because what is he supposed to be? Is he supposed to be a shape? He looks like a polygon, and I was aware of the word polygon, but what's a Porygon? What is that? I don't get it, you know. Hey brothers and sisters, hey Pila, welcome to the stream. How you doing? The Exorcist gets a lot of basic problems with exorcisms. The book, because from what I heard, Blatty did a lot of research on the exorcism with they got the Roman ritual and all that. I don't know. I've never done an exorcism. I've never tried it. I never witnessed it. I don't know if I want to witness one either. But I don't know. I thought it looked legitimate. Unless there's an article that would say otherwise. So I still liked it though. It was great. Blatty has this really interesting way of mixing his writing. I would like to call it smooth grit, where it's like a mix between noir with like there's like noir with horror. It's so smooth, but at the times it has that grittiness to it. You know, I loved it. What do you think of Passion of the Christ? I liked it. I liked it. I mean, of course I went to see it. Why would I not go to see it? So I liked it. You know, it's I love the story behind it too. So the fact that it was like such a David and Goliath story with movie studios and all that, and 20th Century fucking up on not supporting it, I liked it. You know, it was great. I think so. Such as what though? Hold on. I had an extreme interaction with someone. Can't talk about it here. Oh, okay. I understand. If you want to try to message me about it, we can talk about it later, you know. That's a bit much. I couldn't believe that either at first, but it's the truth. I also heard he would break the rules all the time by using metal objects as weapons. He'd fight over the ring every day, too. Top it all off, he wouldn't listen to the referee's stop order when he got mad about it. It was like he lost his mind. And then he would totally be out of control. They told me it would take several people to stop him. I would have never guessed he was so dangerous. Yagami-san, we can't let this latent demon god or whatever is inside him wake up. Let's do what we can before there's a tragedy. Well, a truly artful detective can solve incidents before they even occur. Remember that, right? Of course. You bet. Request Yagami. Okay, now I understand the situation. What do you want me to do, Masawa? It'd be great if you could put a stop to the delinquent students' pranks, even if it's just for today. In the meantime, I'll try to find something that will prove to them that Ebisu-sensei did what he did in the past. Blah. Even a bunch of delinquents will believe that if there's proof. You sure about this? You'd be ruining the chances of keeping his past hidden. And I'd rather not do that, but this is important to this is too important to stand by and do nothing. Sometimes a detective has to expose really sad truths. Oh, yeah. Let's save that for off the stream and all that. We can talk about that later. I'm very sorry that that's going on right now. You know, fair enough. You just need me to guard Ebisu Sensei and stop the pranks. Thank you so much for your help. Yeah, I already know what that's gonna be going through and all that. All right, first I'll go where Ebisu Sensei is. Maybe he's in the faculty room. Bear with me, guys. I need to use the restroom. I'm not gonna be out too long. Just bear with me for 1 second. I just need to get rid of something. Be right back. All right, sorry about that. Really quick. Oh. Yeah, I'm sorry that she's going through a hard time right now, Pila. Really rough. I truly do apologize. But let me see here. So we're gonna try and do this right here. I know those sorts of moments are really uncomfortable, and you know, YouTube was trying to fuck me over. Have you seen the messages? Messages on what? On Discord that you're trying to send or something like that? No. Something's going on with my Discord, by the way. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. It claims to be running, but nothing's coming up and all that. What's been going on with YouTube? Apart from the other things that's been fucking everyone else up, because YouTube's a piece of shit. I feel kind of hypocritical saying that, because I recently spent money on them so I can get some access to videos without without ads. Plus, I like to hear things while my phone is off. So I can't. I'm really pissed off the way how YouTube is. I was there when YouTube was like the playground for any content creator. I used to make AMVs as a kid back then. Is it cringe? Sure, I will embrace the cringe. I don't give a fuck. But at least I was doing something creative and I was making something interesting with it. And these cocksuckers forgot who their customers, their clients, their customers were, and the people that brought them to where they are now, and they abandoned them, dude. They became corporatized cunts. I hate these people on YouTube right now, dude. They just did this. And I knew what they were doing. I knew what was going to happen when they started shutting down people who were using the creative content to make their own art and all that. I knew what they were doing when they were monetizing. I knew what they were doing. That if they can shut down or stop anyone from, or even discouraging anyone from continuing on the work, they can get into other subjects that should not be in their hands. For instance, freedom of speech. And they start shadow banning as soon as I think of, they start shadow banning soon enough. When I thought about that, I called it. I predicted that shit happening. I'm not really happy with the way how YouTube's handling it. The irony is I'm actually streaming it on YouTube, and even I have some grievances with them. They practically ruined my channel, dude. I had the chance of actually going above and beyond and participating in an AMV contest back when I was in high school. Yeah, I know that's a bit cringe and all that, but at least it made me get something. It made me get something. So I really don't like what Susan Wojcicki and all these other CEOs are completely out of touch with reality and their own creators. They hate their own content creators, by the way. They hate them. They threatened to ban me for using my legal ID. Wait, what? That's first. Then they threatened to strike my video down for no reason, and they did, but the video is still up, and they removed the strike and threatened me again. Wait, what? What's the nature of your video exactly? What did you do? And it's things like that. Again, no human. All AI, all corporate, all machine. This is the reason why I'm really pissed. I hate YouTube. Like, I hate what it's become. Another piece of shit industrial machine that's out of touch with humanity and out of touch with its people. Please excuse me for interrupting your work, Ibisu Sensei. I mean, sorry, Ara Sensei, right? What? Aren't you the advisor for the Mystery Research Club? I'm Yagami, here to give you some extra muscle per Masawa's request. Muscle? That's rather excessive. Ara Sensei. She told me you've been getting targeted by some delinquent students. You can just call me Ibisu Sensei, okay? It's a decent name. How do you not think that this guy can kick your ass? Look at his build, dude. This guy's yoked. There was no reason given the strike either. See, like I said, it almost feels very arbitrary and just for the sake of destroying. That's the reason why I despise YouTube. And here's the thing, I want to help out Rumble. I really do. Yet these guys in Rumble can't even do the basic things to actually get people viewing their stuff. How come I can't find videos that I typed in? Why are you making this so hard for me to actually find the proper content that I'm looking for? And what's more, why is the first thing you put on your fucking website all political horse shit? I don't need that because I'm surrounded by it every single fucking day. Put in culture, motherfucker. And they don't seem to get that either. It drives me nuts. So, yeah, I'm really sorry that you're going through that, dude. Because, like, I remember having that same problem. It was really discouraging because to make that work and to make that video a thing, I put in a lot of effort, a lot of energy. I try to be very conscientious, hyper conscientious of actually getting the work done right to make it a quality video. And then to have these other gatekeeping cunts to tell you that, no, dude, no, we understand that you're trying to do your own thing and try to be creative, but we're going to be like the totalitarian dictators and just say, no, we're going to take away your voice. We're going to take away your ideas, your thoughts. You have to comply with every one of us. Reminds me of a few fucking regimes back in the 20th century that I completely despise, you know? Sure. It's funny that you say that because about like a few months ago, I received a strike from one of my videos. This is a fucking old video, but I recently received a strike from one of my videos of my reaction to Filthy Frank, and this is a fucking old and kind of honestly, it's a very cringe video. You're welcome to watch it if you want to. It's just so cringe. I did a reaction video to one of Filthy Frank's videos at where he was helping out what's his name, how to basics and all that, and it was them making the hair cake. It was so fucking disgusting and I almost puked in the middle of it. It was gross. It was really nasty to watch. I don't know why I decided to watch that. And for some reason, they striked my video because of violent or graphic content. And they pointed out to me the part where it was graphic. I looked at it. Nothing fucking graphic. What was graphic about it? I didn't understand what was graphic about it. If my content was so graphic, dude, they should have been fucking banning Filthy Frank's video on that whole video rather than my reaction video. It seems like these cocksuckers cannot seem to understand the difference between the actual original work and the reaction to it. So I got my grievances with YouTube, and they suck so badly, dude. I can't stand these CEOs running this shit when they don't know nothing of what makes the product that they're selling gold. So you have my sympathies. I'm really sorry. My 2023 got age restricted recently, and my email got spammed about it. YouTube broadcast yourself, you racist broadcast yourself. All the 2023 videos got age restricted. It's fucking retarded, dude. These people at YouTube, dude, that run this shit. I'm not talking about the creators. I'm not talking about the ones who actually bring in content to actually make this platform actually good. I'm talking about the cancer on top of that. The one that's actually running everything, dude. The ones that are actually creating creativity. The ones that hate freedom of speech. The ones that hate the freedom of expression. The ones that hate individual voice. The ones that hate regular people like you and me. I can't stand these people because, like I said, they come off as very totalitarian and very authoritarian. Don't give me fucking reason to actually make me say that shit. If you really want me to help you out with it, why don't you actually start helping out the smaller people that actually have no voices? I can't stand these. I can't stand these CEO people, dude. You know, it's probably an AI. That's no excuse. I don't give a flying fuck. I don't care if it's AI or whatever. You fucking let people say what they need to say. You let them get their ideas out. You encourage them to actually be free thinkers. You encourage them to get creative and actually make something. Because when they do that, that's when you have the opportunity to make gold in the middle of that chaos. And these fuckers don't even seem to understand that, dude. I get really passionate about this sort of shit. So forgive me if I come off as a bit flamey and saucy and very spicy, especially to the ladies and all that. I can't stand it, dude. It's what it is. That's the cancer simply killing the artists. That's what it is. It's the cancer that's politely, gently strangling someone's way of actually doing something. It's absolute artistic murder. I would even go as far and say it's artistic vandalism. You know, it fucking pisses me off, dude. I hate these people. These people are absolute cancer. They're cancer to the realm of thinking. They're cancer to the realm of speech. They're cancer to the realm of art. I can't stand them, dude. They're absolute cancer. I'm calling them out on that, dude. It's bullshit. Bullshit. Fuck these people, man. And I'm gonna be saying this on top of their platform. Ban me, motherfucker. I double dare you. Think I need fucking YouTube to survive, motherfucker? In 2026, where everything was already dog shit? Really? And you want to make it more dog shit with your dog shit policies? Try me, motherfucker. I'm the goddamn motherfucking dark legend. I can live without it. Fuck you. You do that, and I'll promise you I'll do everything I can to take away your customers. I will be your fucking opponent then. I'm sorry, I get really pissed off. I may be talking some hyperbole and all that, but I'll let you decide what you believe is hyperbole and what is truth. Only I know that, though. I'm gonna be like Ibisu Sensei, just really pissed off and just punch right through my goddamn computer screen right here, you know? I can't stand it. But anyway, so Amasawa-san requested this, eh? She has been worried about me exploding into angry rage soon, just like me right here. Thank you, Pila. But really, there's no need to worry. I deeply regret my past mistakes and I turned a new leaf a long time ago. At this point in my life, my mind is never troubled. It's like tranquil stream with nary a ripple. Well, it sure looked like he was about to snap the last time I saw him. Yeah, I agree. I don't mean to question your resolve, but I'm the MRC's advisor, so I can't just flat out dismiss Amasawa's request. I should be playing this, dude, and I'm already using up 50 minutes of talking to you guys on Dragon Ball Z, of movies, of books, and all that, and even with YouTube. So I apologize if it feels like this is taking so long. For anyone who's watching this later on the VOD, I apologize. I'm just got full of passion right here. Once that girl has her mind made up, nobody can sway her. Must be a tough way to live. But I understand your situation, so I won't send you away. Thanks. So I'll just stick around and stand guard for or you guard for you until school's over. This guy is built, dude. Look at this guy. I don't care if he looks like a, you know, I don't care if he looks like a bald-headed prick like me, dude. This guy is built, you know. By the way, speaking of built, I saw a horror movie that I kind of regret watching last night. It's a good film, but I don't want to watch it again. I couldn't sleep, so I went over to the gym to work out. I don't know if I want to watch that movie ever again. It's a good film, dude, but I don't want to watch it again. I don't want to watch it. I don't even recommend people watching it for the faint of heart. It's so cruel and brutal and all that. He reminds me of Kane, who became the mayor of his hometown. That's right! That's right! Kane from WWE, I remember that. Always taking on The Undertaker. Dude, I love listening to the, I love listening to Undertaker's podcast, dude. He always has these very interesting underdog stories that just give me inspiration. This guy would not quit. He would not quit his own fucking careers and paths and dreams, dude. And I just, God, I can't. That's the sort of success I want everyone to actually experience in their lifetime, dude. And it pisses me off when you have fuckers like the CEOs of YouTube in charge of the up top the pyramid to keep the little people like us down all the time, dude. But I'm a meta-modernist, dude, hoping that something will happen where we can break through that barrier one day, where we can all be successful. But seeing his podcast, dude, is really inspiring. I love that, you know. He's the nicest guy you've ever met, but he brings the mask, but he brings his mask with him to remind you not to mess with him. That's incredible. I love that. That's amazing. Are you about to start class? I am. Would you mind waiting until in the hallway while I teach? Sure, I get it. It'd be a bit much if to have you stand and guard inside the classroom. You'll scare the students. Bro, isn't that ironic? I'm teaching class 2-3. Oh, there it is right there. They're all good, serious, eager students. You know what I'm saying? I suppose. This motherfucker. You know who you can tell who are the douchebags from the good students, dude? Is the one where they have their chest showing like that. Doesn't even fucking wear a tie. Isn't that the student that hit Ibisu Sensei in the hall with the ball earlier? He had the biggest damn smirk. I've got a bad feeling about this. Hold on a sec. Ibisu Sensei. A prank on the teachers might be a dumb trap, maybe? Why don't I check to see if there are any traps around here? You want me to check if there's any traps? How do you want me to do that exactly? Okay, maybe do I go in here then, if that's the case? Oh, what's that little prank that the Japanese... Ah, I found you. I knew it. I knew it. I knew that they would have that little chalk trap. Classic Japanese pranks to put on the teachers or anyone else going through the these halls. I learned this from Naruto, I believe. I remember seeing that the first few episodes over and over again, and I remember seeing that. So it's a weird habit from Japanese media. I bow instead of shaking hands a lot of the time. I shake a lot of hands with everyone, but once in a while, I will definitely bow to a lot of people and all that. Especially this, I will do this especially. I don't know why. I've always been raised in martial arts and all of that. I've always loved the karate bow and showing respect and all that. So, but no, I definitely do that sometimes. Arigatou gozaimashita, arigatou gozaimashita, arigatou gozaimashita, and all that. Especially if I go to my local Japanese food mart, I will always do not a full bow, but lower my head. Yeah, exactly. So. Especially the Japanese, the native speakers and all that, dude. I always do that. Even if they're not Japanese, I will just speak to them in Japanese. It will you will be surprised how they're like blown away by my own Japanese. I don't even think my Japanese is that good, to be honest. But they get blown away by it. I can't believe I bloody didn't do that. What an idiot I am. Of course, I was missing something. Hold on one second, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, no, I don't know why. It's kind of like a habit. There's something about it about the Japanese doing that, dude. It's just so respectful. It's very classy. So I've always loved Japan. When I was seeing that the Japanese were actually when I was seeing that the Japanese were actually cleaning up after themselves in the stadium, regardless of the fact that they lost in the World Cup, dude, I was like inspired. I was like, wow, these guys got class. I remember I was in my bathrobe, dude, watching these videos. I'm like, bro, get me in there, let me help them out. I don't care if I'm in my bathrobe, I want to help clean up after them. They're just like such classy people, dude, and I love the Japanese. They're so great, you know. We have a lot of Turkish and Chinese people in Poland. They just run stores. Oh, okay, so that would make sense. I mean, they're probably closer accustomed to those customs either. My Chinese, by the way, is really awful, very limited. So I will speak Chinese sometimes, but it's really limited. I honestly think that Japanese is the easiest language of the three big Eastern Asian languages. That being Chinese, Korean, and Japan. I think Japanese is the easiest one in my opinion. The only thing that I'm kind of I kind of wish I knew more about Japanese were the characters. I wish I knew how to memorize them, and I wish I knew how to do kanji. Kanji is the hardest one of them all, I know. But yeah, wait, that's a chalkboard eraser trap. Classic. All right, I'll let Ibisu know. Ibisu-sensei know. Sensei, I think someone set up a chalkboard eraser trap. Tread carefully. How nostalgic. I used to make those too back in the day. It's a classic trap. Kanji is really... Oh yeah, so because they borrowed their alphabet from China, and China back then, as much as I hate the Chinese government right now, I still have a lot of empathy for the Chinese people living in China. I love the Taiwanese, by the way. China had a very rich history, a very beautiful golden age history, and I'm a Protestant Catholic, and I still kind of regard their philosophy as very interesting. I show a lot of respect to the Buddhist monks and all that, and Shinto. But I've always been fascinated with their literature of the art of war and all that. Not only that, there's also the Tao Te Ching, which I want to get to at some point. Confucian Analects, Great Learning, the Doctrines of the Means, and the Works of Mencius. By the way, it's kind of interesting how they actually westernize some of these names. I don't know how they get that phonology down, but it's still kind of interesting. At some point, maybe I should probably do a stream. Now that there's actually a legit channel for Twitch and Kick to actually be reading and writing, I think I should actually be doing some of that with you guys on there, so that'd be kind of interesting. Just nothing too modern. I don't want to get copywritten, but like something from like the from the public domain where we can all just read and listen together and all that. And the beautiful thing is we got 2 millennia of excellent literature in here. So do you remember, Ziggy? Do you remember, Ziggy, when we were reading the Odyssey, dude? I did not think I would actually like that story like I did, but oh my god, that was great. I love the Odyssey. Love the Odyssey. Mein Kampf is public domain. I wonder if I don't know if I want to read that. Though that's the kind of book. That's the kind of book I will read on my own. I don't know if I want to be reading that online, and I would like to read it, to believe it or not, the same way I would like to read Das Kapital. I think I did read that one time in college. Absolute dog shit. And the Communist Manifesto. And by the way, I refuse to pay for that book because if we're gonna fucking play this game, may as well fucking actually act on it. So I want to read that shit for free. No fucking money goes to no communist cocksucker and all that, dude. So I'm very curious about that one. I would also like to even read the works of Mussolini too, and you're probably asking, why would I do that, dude? Because in order for you to understand cancer, in order for you to beat cancer, you got to understand it. So I would love to do that, you know, because I got directly. Oh yeah, you guys got steamrolled by Germany back then. So, by the way, I was listening to a podcast yesterday, going back to European history. You guys kicked a lot of ass. I did not know this, but you guys kicked a lot of ass during the pike and pellet shots ages. We're talking about like from the 1500s to the 1600s. You guys were like Russia's #1 enemy back in the day. Hearing that, I was like, wow. So you guys in Poland, like, It's not like you guys were always conquered every day, every century. You guys actually kicked a lot of ass back then too. So there's a lot of witcherly power you guys have there. But yeah, no, I totally understand what you're saying and all that. It would be like you being French, I suppose, and reading War and Peace, just reading something from an enemy of the past and all that. So me being an American, I've always loved history, the darkest and the most brightest of history. So I'm willing to read everything. It's just those things, those kinds of works that I probably read privately and quietly to myself and all that. But yeah, I do have some morbid curiosity about it. Yeah, and usually the thing is that I will definitely learn something about it. And the best thing about it is that just because you read it doesn't mean you have to like it or agree with it. You can always criticize the living shit out of it. Just make sure you always back it up with facts and all that. You know, Bonaparte helped a lot, helped Poland a lot. Yeah, I knew about Bonaparte becoming the emperor after the French Revolution. Absolute fucking disaster, by the way. But I know he was like a force to be reckoned with back then. I wonder though. I wonder because Bonaparte was like early 1800s, I believe. So, but you guys like were really kicking ass during the 15 to 1600s. Very, very unspoken time, I think. Not too many people talk about that, where people were dressed like pilgrims with those long brimmed hats, the feathers, and they would use muskets on frickin' mono what do you call them, monopods and all that. And you guys would just, and you guys had pikes squared in like square formations, and then you have knights with guns. Like, dude, why don't we hear more about that sort of history? You know, his name is dropped in our anthem. Really, I gotta learn more about you guys' history. If you could actually send me a documentary, because I love listening to history, dude. Everyone, I love listening to everyone's history all around the world. You know, I used to make those too back in the day. I can't let my guard down with those little rascals, can I? But that just means you've got to be one step ahead of the pranksters. Oh, slow-mo, slow-mo. Oh, huh? What the? A banana peel? Really? Oh. I love the fact that this is like intense music and it's just so slow and all that. Yeah. Nailed him. Crap, that chalkboard eraser was the thing. Thing was just a distraction. Sensei, are you all right? Crap. Oh no, he's turned to Heihachi Kazuma, excuse me. Oh no, is he gonna snap? Sensei, calm down. Deep breaths, deep breaths. You guys totally got me. That's the oldest trick in the book, you know. What era were you born in? Your reaction is soy, Bisu Sensei. Hey, Sensei, you should become a comedian. What? Don't tell him that. If Ibisu Sensei becomes a comedian, who would teach class? All right, let's settle down. All right, settle down, Samwise, you know. We are so differing yet so similar. You love history and philosophy, psychology, everything. I mean, I try to be the Renaissance man living in the 21st century. That's really not so Renaissance, anyways. I'm kind of like I say, I'm the meta modernist that understands the more darker aspects of nature, but yet I always honor the past because there are truths that were back there that still stand the test of time. I never understand why these people use this term, something out of date or out of fashion. To me, that sounds kind of like willing ignorance right there, to try to stray away from that narrow path of knowledge when you have people back then who have not only experienced but suffered these problems that we have nowadays. And some people would say that all this past experience, oh, it's just an old book. Like, if that's the thing, anything that can be written right now can already be rendered outdated. It's like what's the point of anything then, you know? That it's just, if everything is just a story that we're all told, that there is no united narrative, no reason, no rhyme, no central core of it all, nothing tying together, what's the fucking point of anything, or following anything else then, you know? It's just, I cannot stand this modern philosophy we have, where we've grown so separated from our human nature that we become more, I don't know, materialistic and more complacent and more, what's the word that Italian, oh, more conforming, you know? I don't like that. I like to try to actually challenge and learn things. There's a reason why I'm trying to learn ancient Greek, okay? After seeing that trailer with the Odyssey, you know, with Nolan's film, dude, I was like, this is gonna be absolute utter dog shit. And after I saw the translation it was based on, I read a bit of that, by the way, and oh my god, it was so boring. It lacked everything of what made the Odyssey grand, magnificent, and incredible. It was just, I hated it. It was so torturously boring. So torturously boring. There was nothing challenging about it. It was just way too plain and simple. It didn't have it was so bare. It was so boring. I couldn't stand it. So what do? I fucking buy the goddamn Odyssey, the good translation of it, and I'm also learning ancient Greek, so that way no one can fucking say, you're interpreting this and you're pushing it gender. Fuck you, motherfucker. I'm gonna fucking interpret it the way that my boy Homer actually wanted to make it like that. So, you know. So I never try to stay complacent with what I have right now. I always try to learn something new, whether it's a language, a book, writing, anything. I always try to dabble in with as much as I possibly can, you know. Just don't spread yourself out too much, because a jack of all trades is a master of none, after all. Bear with me for 1 second. I just remembered something. Yeah. I forgot, another news updates. I don't think I'll be able to stream my normal time tomorrow. I have a flight to catch tomorrow that I'm actually going to be flying. I need to be practicing my landings and all that stuff. So I'm going to be out for flight school for a bit, and I'll be back later in the day, I suppose. I'm going to try to keep it 3 hours as much as possible. So we'll see. The other thing why I'm kind of interested in anything is because I've played games, movies, and books that have really made me think about the subjects that they were covering on, whether it's the themes, the underlying messages. They've always fascinated me. And if you can write good literature that, you may as well go back to the past and actually learn where great literature comes from. Especially this book right here, where the core of Western foundation is held by that book. Everything about it, so. And a great deal of Eastern Foundation too. That's kind of the irony why I try to be a bit of nuance, because you cannot have the East with a bit of the West, and a bit of the West without a bit of the East. So I always try to keep an open mind on everything. I know what it means to be open-minded, you know. I gotta go and do some cleaning. I'll see you later, Dark, and be like, yeah, dude, take care. Later. Are you still there, by the way, Glove? Hope you're still there. We have a lesson start. Whew. That was too close call. But it turned out, he turned it around. Man, I really didn't expect there to be a double traps. This class sucks. Look at him up there, grinning and laughing like an idiot. Pathetic. Those kids sure aren't taking this class seriously. No, they're not. All right, today is test day. Are you all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Bubbly soon. Oh no, sorry. If you forgot, you have only yourself to blame. Ain't that the truth? This guy's been reading Marcus Aurelius. I gotta say, sometimes I love the stock animation, dude. It just looks so cheap and janky that it's kind of amusing to watch the way how the things play out. Okay, time to begin. You have 20 minutes. Watch the chair. Watch the chair. Watch the chair. Here we go. Go, go, go. Oh, hold on, Sensei. Don't sit down just yet. Huh? What's the matter? took them that long to actually sit down, you know. I kind of miss school, and I only miss aspects of school. And I'm what, 10 years younger than you at best? Yeah, you know, I still feel like an old fuck. You know, I sometimes feel that way too and all that, but I always try to maintain my youth by as exercising as much as possible, trying to actually get out and start talking to people. It's so crazy how even young people can't seem to even talk with each other. It's so wild. But I always try to have a bit of that playful spirit. I'm telling you, read Tolkien's essay on fairy tales. It's kind of a long read. It's kind of a bit complex, and some people may not like it, but it really helped open my eyes to actually maintain a bit of that and a bit of Hemingway. You know, you just got to try to have some fun with the creative and all that. Always try to have some fun with the creative, you know. I got bitten by a spider. Please be sure to see a doctor. Don't sit on that. I love how you go from that where I feel like an old fuck, and then just I'm trying to tell you about this, and then you can say I'm getting bitten by a spider. Like, all right, well, just don't turn into a spider. Please go see a doctor if that's the case. For God's sakes. Something's fishy. Let me do a quick recon. Oh, sure, go ahead. There might be some more traps. Time for a closer look. These guys set up a trap solely for distraction. I gotta be careful so they don't manage to make a fool out of me. That's what the chairs look like in Japan for teachers? Let's find the trap before that happens. A cushion, huh? Doesn't look like there's anything wrong with it, but open it, lift it up. There's a chance that trap is so clever I'm not seeing it. Maybe if I look closer. Ah, isn't this? It's a whoopee cushion. Those things that make farting sounds when you sit on them. What does Rich Evans say in Red Letter Media? It's a fart bag. That's what it is. A not high class, but a. Oh my god, I forgot what the joke was, but just a fart bag, you know. We don't have dangerously venomous ones here. Seeing the marks reminds me that I got bitten. For God's sakes, just be careful. For God's sakes, I hate spiders so much, dude. They're terrifying. One of those whoopee cushions. Those things are fire selling some. Okay, so you're trying to make him cut a fake fart in front of the. All the students. Savage. Well, I'm not gonna let that happen. I'll be taking this. Is everything okay, Yagami-san? Not yet.
Yeah.
No, I want to look around for a little more. Okay, fine with me.
Nanda.
What? Piece of carpet. Why is it bulging? That's why I'm asking, like, why is there a carpet? Don't tell me there's something under it. Another one. They put a whoopee cushion here? Ah. So if he sits on the chair, the legs will push down the cushion to make that sound. Pretty elaborate. Is everything okay, Yagami-san? Well, I discovered 2 different traps. Surely we're all good now, right? Yeah, we're good now. There's gonna be a third one. There's gonna be. Well, all right. Well then, there's gonna be a third one. Okay, never mind. Friggin' MRC. Damn it! I thought we totally had him. Looks like everything stayed cool at school. Stayed cool at school. Give me a moment for let me check something, ladies and gentlemen, please, if you don't mind. Right. Everything seems to be in order. Right. Good. Welcome back, Sensei. Thank you so much for staying guard. You got me, son. Let's head over to the faculty room. This guy already sounds really chill, dude. Just shame he has that problem where he's falling off. You got me, son. Do you think I looked pathetic back there for continuing to smile no matter what the students did to me? No, I thought it was admirable. The only thing is, kids that age like messing with adults, you know? I think it's okay to be tougher on them. I understand that notion. I used to be a pretty strict teacher once. But these days, I'm reluctant to rule my students by fear, or to make them obey me by throwing an angry fit. They're human beings, not animals. So why should I rely on such primitive notions to educate them? I understand how you feel, but... And besides, anger really is a dangerous emotion for me. Even a tiny spark can spread quickly and turn into a hellfire that consumes everything. I agree. When this guy's pissed, he's seriously dangerous. Back when I was a wrestler, I got a lot of praise for playing the villain characters like absolute demons. But it was precisely that anger, or maybe it was karma, that caused all my past mistakes. I can't let such a tragedy ever happen again. And that's why I made a vow to never let that anger control me for the rest of my life. That's a respectable goal from what I saw today. He really was on the verge of snapping. If he had to endure any more, things would have been truly bad. Speaking of which, oh, for God's sakes. Could the kids be playing on something else? I hope they don't see anything that might really unleash the demon. I made a Xenoblade meme because of the short I've seen on YouTube. Is Xenoblade, isn't there a game of Xenoblade that's available on Steam? Because you keep bringing it up and I gotta play it now. Something wrong, Sensei? Well, this is embarrassing, but I have to use the restroom a lot lately. I don't know, maybe it's my age. Maybe it's just nerves, but I always have to use the restroom after class. Oh. I don't know why. I suddenly got the urge to actually to go run for some reason. I don't know why. By the way, I have to ask, is my mic coming in clearly? There is no interference or anything like that coming in, because for some reason when I'm looking at the speaker module on my Twitch, it goes up and down as if noise is being made without me speaking anything, and I'm kind of wondering if it's my fan or something like that. I don't know. The sensitivity is quite low unless I speak into it, but I don't know. It's odd. Please excuse me. Wait, hold on a sec. If the kids have ever noticed that he always uses the bathroom after class, they might have set up a trap there. I need to catch up to Habisu Sensei. Oh no. I can hear your fan, but only when you're silent. Okay. My fan is not that... This guy in the background. My fan can't be that loud. I'm not holding up that high. Here's my mic, by the way. Unless, like, there's a wind or something like that, so it's strange. What? How'd they get here before... How did they get there before us? Did I leave... Did he leave before us? Hey, Sensei, wait, please. Huh? Why? Those delinquents might have set some more traps. Can I? Well, it's right there. I can totally see it. Can I look first? I love how the camera is not even saying. It's not even saying. It's just showing it. It's slowly zooming in, and freaking Yagami's like, they may have set traps. Can I look first? I'm like, bro, you can see it right there. I think I see tape on the thing too as well, on the little window up above. Oh, that's fine, but please hurry. Alright, I'll do a super quick check for traps. Well, first off, you got this right here. Another chalkboard eraser trap, huh? He might end up paying the dark price if he gets him while if this gets him while he's holding it in. Aha, no falling for the same trick twice. Wait, no, there's more. That'll do it. Alright, should I check for more traps? If everything looks fine, I should let Sensei know that it's all clear. What? Why is the edge of this door plate peeling? Wait, this paper. Something's pasted on the door plate. Oh! This is the girls' restroom, not the boys'. They printed the boys' door plate and pasted it on the top of the girls'? Now that's an elaborate prank. Ugh. Please hurry, Yagami-san! They must have done this knowing that Habisu Sensei was always used the restroom after class. He is in such a hurry he didn't even notice the restrooms on the opposite side of the hall. Those kids read his mind like a book. Looks like the girls' bathroom door plate is pasted on top of the boys' bathroom door plate. Let's remove that one too. It's the sound of the wind, assuming that would be a fan. Yeah, I figured, but like, it's just weird because I'm in Southern California and we got like some nice breezes, but it shouldn't be that you know, loud. That'll do it. All right. Should I check for more traps? If everything looks fine, I should let Sensei know the coast is clear. Sensei's probably about to give out too, so... Oh, great. So now not only do I have to watch out for this, I have to watch out for this. What else could they possibly do? I think that should be everything. That's the men's plate, right? Laser over here, right? Yes, right. Unless there's something beyond this door that I'm not seeing. I can't even enter it, so... I think it should be good now. You got me, son. Does everything look all right? Please, if you could pick up the pace in any way. I found 2 traps. Surely there can't be more, right?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me check. This makes me nervous now, dude. I really want to help out this guy. What the hell do you know that I don't, Mutterfudger, huh? What the hell do you know that I don't know, huh? Huh? By the way, I've also noticed that I kind of like about the schools, they always take off their shoes, like always. And they always have like these little slipper things. Although I'm gonna say it doesn't look good on the boys. With the girls though, it looks really cute. It looks really cute when the girls wear it. Doesn't look pretty good on the boys though. Sorry fellas. I'm just not gay and all that. You know, nothing wrong with it. Just I'm not gay. You know. Girls look so adorable with it though, man. God, do I remember my time in high school, dude, when I was hanging out with some of the chicks, dude. Oh, some of them were great, some of them were absolute bitches, but a lot of the girls were great. I love the ladies, dude. Don't expect the bathroom Gatling gun. Probably, you're good to go. Okay, then. Oh, he made it in and out. Phew, the sweet feeling of relief. That was a close call. I may have to do that too, actually. Excellent, we managed to get through the crisis without any issue. That damn friggin' MRC! We spent all night coming up with this plan. Shit! Fuck!
What?
Here, why don't you go ahead and throw this away? Bastard! You asshole. I kind of want to beat this kid up now, dude. Ah. Oh! Crap. It's... Devil Fujita. Is this a DBZ prank? Is this a DVD reference or something like that? You know that one of the BTS members naturally has green hair? It's because he's part tree. Wait, behind the scene BTS members? What do you mean by BTS? Behind the scenes? Wait, I'm sorry. What do you mean by BTS? Are you talking about behind the scenes? Behind the scenes of what? You need to come up with me to the student guidance room. Wait, but no excuses. Damn it. This isn't over, MRC geeks. I kind of like Devil Fujita. No, the Korean pop band, BTS, the K-pop. Oh, I had no idea. Pink and blue natural hair color is actually possible. Really? So one of the individuals in BTS has blue and pink natural hair color. I find that very hard to believe. I've seen examples. Let me actually consult. I shouldn't be using AI, but I'm going to be using AI. Let's see here. The one in BTS has green hair. Okay, hold on. Hey, Grok. Is it possible for people to be born with certain genes for hair that they have green hair? Is it really rare? Question mark. No, people cannot be born with naturally green hair due to genetics. It's not possible in humans. Humans' hair color determined by two main types of melanin pigments produced by melanocytes in hair follicles. Eumelanin produces black and brown shades. Pheomelin produces red to yellow shades. Combinations and varying amounts of these create natural range of hair colors. You guys are gonna be like, this is bullshit. Grok is lying. Like, I know that. So let me see here. Hold on. Let's before we get to wanting to crucify Grok, let's just hear her out, okay? Black, brown, blonde, red, auburn, gray, white from reduced melanin. I have technically gray here, but I also have dark brown. I actually used to have a lot of red too, actually. Genes like MC1R strongly linked to red hair, and many others regulate this, but they produce green pig. They don't produce green pigments. Blue purple hair requires different pigments or structural effects not present in human melanin pathways. Even extreme mutations would easily create new pigment types, as it would require coordinated changes across multiple genes, something not observed in humans. Why green hair happens? Acquired, not genetic. The most common cause is copper deposits from the water, swimming pools, and copper algicides or high copper tap water. This binds to damaged or blonde hair, giving a green tint, sometimes called chlorotrichosis. I think that's the way you pronounce it, so forgive me, I'm not a scientist. It's more noticeable on light or chemically treated hair. Other rare acquired causes include certain medical exposure or metal work, but again, not something born with. Rarity, it's not rare in a genetic sense. It's impossible for natural hair, melanin-based green hair at birth. There are no documented cases. Okay, I'm going to follow up this question. Being born with genetically green hair. True genetic hair color variations are limited to the melanin spectrum, with red being one of the rare ones. Really? Due to MC, so that means that I'm a rare one? In fiction, games, or fantasy, like elves with green hair, and boy, do I love them busty elves with green hair, man. Can they be gorgeous? I just want to be fertilizing that garden, if you know what I'm saying. This is possible via imagined biology or third pigments, but not real human genetics. If someone has persistent gray, it is always environmental or dye hair related. Consult dermatologist. Okay, I'm gonna follow up with this. Okay, but what about the guy in the K-pop band BTS? Supposedly his green his green hair is natural. Okay, there's a condition that makes your hair change color depending on your mother's diet when you're in the womb. No, it's not natural. BTS members' green or mint hair is always dyed or temporarily styled. BTS, like most K-pop idols, change their hair colors at concert performance and photo shoots. The natural hair colors are typically dark brown to black, with minor variations. Vibrant, notable examples: Suga Yoongi, famous for his mint green hair, with the often is blonde base with green tint or chalk powder temporarily effect. We even mentioned it on V Live. Not permanent dye with the case, but permanently not, but definitely not natural. V Taehyung has rocked green mint looks too around Grammys, even again dyed or styled for the look. Idols frequently bleed. I don't want a Bershey Bubbles guy, you know. With his mother's diet. What about? When she was pregnant with him. Apparently a doctor. I'm just gonna get into like an info war with all of these with you guys right here. Let me see here. No, a mother's diet during pregnancy cannot cause a baby to be born with green hair. This is a myth or a joke that sometimes circulates online, but has no scientific base. What is this guy's name, by the way, from BTS? I'm curious now. Sorry to keep you waiting, Sensei. Oh, hold on, I'm sorry. I gotta minimize that. Let's just head back to the faculty room. Sensei, are you done teaching for the day? Oh yes, no club activities today, so I'm about to head home. Phew, we managed to get through the day. Now I just have to wait for the proof that Amasawa said she'd dig up. Hopefully whatever she finds will convince the delinquents that Ibisu should not be messed with. Well then, before I head home, it's time for a little fun. Fun? Hehe. Every day before I leave, I water the flowers. I'm so proud of how beautiful they become. That is kind of wholesome. Extremely rare, but it can happen from what I've seen. What's the guy's name? The singer. Oh, you're into flowers. He's a gardener. He's a warrior in a garden. They soothe my mind. When I get to look at such pretty flowers, all the stress from the day just disappears. I actually want to write a story about that, a short story about that, thing. Actually, that principle. That sounds great. Actually, you mind if I join you? Heh. Oh, okay. Let's stop and sniff the roses, shall we? Okay. This guy, this bulk masculine monster, takes care of flowers, man. It's crazy. I've been tending these little blooms so carefully ever since I've been tending these little blooms so carefully ever since I first arrived at the school. I even gave each one a name. We've got Taro, Hanako, Shiguru, and Go. Go is a tulip. I named him because of the tulips that are common in the Netherlands. Oh yeah, Van Gogh. Huh, fun, isn't it? That's the biggest smile I've seen Ibisu Sensei today. Maybe he really has overcome his rage issues. How do you like your pretty flowers? And how do you like your Don't do it. Don't do it. Please don't do it. You will regret. You take a man like that, you take something that's most precious to him in life, dude. Oh my god. I'll send you a video from the doc. Okay. They are not. They stink as bad as him. Those voices. Oh no, technically, actually, I was expecting them to destroy his flowers, but technically, if you urinate on plants, isn't that a kind of a good thing? You're actually giving them a lot of minerals with your waste and all that, so that's actually they're actually doing the flowers a favor. Students from earlier, what do they want now? I've got a bad feeling about this. Would you mind waiting here for a bit, Sensei? Huh? Why? Just stay here until I give you the okay. What? Yagami-san, wait! What is that? What the? They're pissing on the flowers? And the freaking rainbow is on there, and this really tense music is going on too. Like, are you for real, Japan? Gotta make sure these are well watered. Yeah, I'll perk them up. You guys, what the hell do you think you're doing? By the way, it's illegal to do public urination. Huh? You little punks. Do you have any idea how much care puts into those flowers? Hey, aren't you the MRC advisor? You're annoying as hell, man. Always getting in our way. Get some water and rinse those off before Ibisu Sensei sees. You giving me orders? They're messing with the wrong guys, man. We're doing him a favor. It's good for... That's actually kind of a good point and all that, but I see we know exactly what those actions mean by doing what they're doing and the context of why they're doing it too. You're telling us to rinse it away? You're screwed up. You're screwed up, dude. Why you gotta assume the worst about us? Because you know exactly what you're up to. Maybe you're the one who needs to be rinsed off like any pest. Why don't you guys enlighten me? Why do you prank Ibisu Sensei so much? He's a great teacher who's all smiles. You guys have some sort of grudge against him? That smile is what pisses me off. Acting all friendly when he's furious inside. What a phony. He looks down on us, thinking that a smile is fake, is all it takes to get us to obey him. Yeah, like we're little kids or some shit. Makes me want to rip his fake smile apart. Wow, these guys have not understood conflict and what it comes with. Привет, Зен 23567. I have no idea how to say it. Привет, как дела, мой друг? Я темная легенда. Я американский. Мой русский плохой, извините. That's all the Russian I know. That's all the Russian I know. Извините, извините. Извини. I don't know how to say it. How are you doing, Asian? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? What's the other way of saying it? Здравствуйте. Здравствуйте. Извините. Мой русский плохой. I'm trying to learn Russian, but my Russian is really awful, so excuse me. How a message for a reason, race, ethnicity, or religion allow me to... Probably it is. Probably it is. I'm gonna deny that, you know. Oh, wait. Hold on. Wait, are you talking about my Russian right here? So basically, you guys wanted Bishu Sensei. Why was my message removed? I tried to approve it. Are you saying that my Russian is shit? Huh? It's the same reason a kid bullies a girl he likes. You guys bug him. You literally said that it's shit. Плохой? I thought плохой was terrible. I looked it up. Did I really say it? Did I really say that? I thought the word was terrible. Muy ruski, and then плохой? Really? Bullshit, you're lying. Oh my god. You mean to say I've been saying that the whole time? No. Hold on. Wait. Нет. Извините. Hold on. Google Translate English to Russian. There's no way. I did my research. There's no way that's a bad... Because if that's the case, you Google set me up, or someone set me up. Give me a moment. Let me see here. I'm doing my research right here. There's no fucking way I said that. That is so terrible. Here we go. Terrible. What the fuck is that? That's not what they told me last time.
Ужасный.
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 How do you say, what's плохой? Why was I told плохой then? That doesn't make any sense. Let me see here. Дерьмо.
Дерьмо.
Дерьмо is shit. Where the hell did I get? There's no way. My Russian is terrible. Comparable to it. Wait, what? Where the fuck did I come up with that? Where did I come up with that?
У меня ужасный русский.
У меня ужасный русский. Извините, I truly apologize. Okay, how do I say I truly apologize? Let me see. I truly apologize. I did not know that. I did not know that. Искренне прошу. How the fuck do you say that?
Я искренне прошу прощения.
Я искренне прошу прощения.
Я искренне прошу прощения.
I did not know that. I am so sorry, Asian. I really thought that was the other way around. Who is... I could have sworn Google set me up for failure then, dude. Is terrible. Let me see. Let me try something else. My Russian... У меня очень...
У меня очень плохой русский.
That's what that means? That's where I got that. У меня очень плохой русский язык. That's what they gave me. That's what they gave me.
У меня очень плохой русский.
That's where I learned that word. That's really what it means? Man, Google just set me up for failure to embarrass myself. Google Translate sucks, dude. Izvinichi. I'm very, very sorry, Asian. I apologize. My Russian's awful. That's all I wanted to say. Not my fault that I was learning from this right here. Russian is a way more complex language than English. The thing is, I can actually understand the characters, but I seriously thought that's the way it was terrible. I thought that's the way you say it. So YouTube, or not YouTube, but Google just set me up. So I apologize, Asian. I'm so sorry. I did not know that. I really did not mean to be that offensive. Take it from Google. They suck. It's the same reading, kid. So I'm gonna have to take your word for it, dude. I gotta really understand that. I had no idea that was actually a bad word. I had no idea. I was not trying to be rude or anything like that. Video about hairs and disc. Yeah, you told me about that. I'm more worried about my Russian, dude. I didn't mean to be offensive or anything like that. That was my fault. So, actually, let me see. Where can I? I might as well fucking learn Russian on my own, dude. Where can I learn Russian without Google Translate fucking me over? Since it's utter dog shit. So fuck you, Google Translate. You know, I think I'm just gonna learn it like I'm learning ancient Greek. That'll be great, you know. That'd be great. Whatever. You want to see how it feels to get your ass kicked? Awesome. I've been thinking about how you guys need a good talking to, and I'm not as nice as Ebisu Sensei. Ha! You know who you're messing with, Mr. MRC. You're dead. Polish is even worse. I still want to learn it. Oh, there we go. Having 18 words for 2. 18 words for 2? So I suppose it has something to do with the context of what you're saying things then. Do you guys work on the subject, verb, predicate sort of thing, or how does it work? Shit. Who is this guy? Our weapons weren't any use. Alright, now clean up the flower beds and you pissed on. I said now. Ugh. If Abisu's seeing this, he might send him off. We have to get it looking nice. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How is he gonna do that when you can't really tell urine from water after a while? Oh. What's that smell? But why? We fertilize them for you, Abisu Sensei. Maybe by tomorrow they'll be nice and big. I'm literally Polish and I don't know how this works. Huh. Guys, shut up. Oh. Oh. I wish I got the Strasburgia better. We'll clean it up right away, Abisu Sensei. You guys peed on my precious flowers? Crap. Taro, Hanako, Shigeru. Go! Huh? You bastards! How dare you ruin my flowers? You fucking little brats! Wait, you've crossed the line. I will never forgive you for this. I'll smash your little heads together. Sensei, stop. Please, get a hold of yourself. Out of my way. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, great. Ugh. Die, you little shits. What the hell? This is too hardcore. Let's bounce. Oh, you ain't bouncing now, dude. You're gonna pay for it now. Oh, you're gonna pay for it. We're in serious trouble now. He's in a complete rage, and man, that strength. If he manages to hit one of them, it'll be a hospital trip. Sensei, remember, if you have another incident on your record, you'll never get hired to teach again. Out of my way, asshole! He's not gonna listen to this in this current state. Oh no. We gotta make sure he calms down. I'm gonna have to use my... Oh my god. I'm gonna have to use my non-hostile Viper powers to take him down. Yep, that's correct. Nope. Let's do it again. We're just gonna bloody. We're just gonna. What's the word? We're just going to. Yep, there we go. We're just doing it the same way we would be doing Aikido. Non-offensive, all defensive. He was insanely powerful. I had to give everything I had. Damn, I had no idea how strong Ibisu Sensei was. So we missed most of the flowers of a dude like that. Ibisu Sensei, are you all right? What? Yagami-san, what happened to me? You sort of lost yourself in anger, but I fortunately stopped you before you hurt any students. You stopped me, Yagami-san? It was a close call, if I'm being honest. Oh, there she is. About time. Yagami-san, sorry for the delay. I finally found proof. What happened here? Amasawa, sorry to say you're a little late. Yeah. So that's what happened. I'm sorry, I did my best, but I couldn't stop all their pranks. It's okay. At least you prevented a violence towards the students, and it turns out none of this was in vain. Look. Huh? Ain't that the way we do it right here? We are so sorry. We ruined your beautiful flowers. Stand up straight and lift your heads. It's not that important. Your safety is my #1 priority. I'm just glad you aren't hurt. Really? I'm sorry for scaring you guys. You're just much more important to me than a couple of flowers. Ibisu Sensei. Heh. Looks like he's won their hearts over. Thanks to you, I don't have to reveal Ibisu-san's secret past. That's great to hear. By the way, Yagami-san, after all this, what comes to mind when you think of Ibisu the god? The god? That's random. He's one of the 7 gods of fortune, right? So I guess I think of a prosperous god who's always smiling? Sure. Do you know he was the god of business and fishing? Safety numbers #1 priority, right? Right? He was also the god of business and fishing. And then after the Middle Ages, people formed the image of him as the god of good fortune. Isn't that like Mercury or something like that? If you go further back in time, they believe Ibisu-san was a vicious, fearsome god. Ibisu, the ancient deity, was regarded as the same as were Bishamon and Fudo Myo under the Shinto Buddhist syncretism. That's where I believe Shintoism and Buddhism kind of interlocked with each other. Wow, I didn't know that. And at some point, Ibisu, the fearsome god, became popular as the smiling god of good fortune. Sounds a lot like Ibisu-san's history, don't you think? That's actually kind of interesting. All the days are named after the planets, and the planets are named after the gods. That's true. Haha, it does. Well, I hope it keeps up because he's a popular teacher among his students, just like a god. I'm sure he will. Ibisu-san, Sensei, are you seriously something else? I don't know. You were so strong. I didn't know you were so strong. If anyone tries to pull a prank on you, we'll take care of it for you. You never want to mess with a guy like that, dude. That's the kind of good man that's just a good man. Still nothing to get to the kids. Oh, look, we got at least something to go on with the dance club, so we'll get to that next. Actually, before we do, I'd like to take a break first. But let's actually head over there. See what's going on for PE class. Oh, we can't run through here. The invisible wall. Aren't those called suicide runs or something like that? I can't remember what they're called, but I hate those sorts of runs. Why is that here? What is up with that? Okay. Oh, right. Here we go. Alright, here we are. Oh, for God's sakes. Right when I need to use the restroom. Well, look who it is. Oh, hey, she's back! Yagami-san, thank you for convincing Micah to come back. Yeah, thanks! For the other day. I'm just glad to see a great dancer back where they belong. I know, right? Now we might have a real shot at the regionals. We're gonna zing them right out of the seats. We'll zing them, huh? Sorry, that's the best I'm gonna get with a girly voice. My voice is way too deep for this. Heh, well, I know I'll do everything I can to help the rabbits for sure. Oh, Lord. Can't take a break. All right, that's a wrap for today. Great job, everyone. Great job. I'm along been an hour and 52 minutes, close to 2. Amigami-san, could you come here for a second? Hmm? What's up? Please, come with me. You have to see this. Girl, I just want to carry on with the story. What? Hey, what is she up to? No. Takanashi-san, what's going on? My friend said she saw her around here somewhere. Oh, there. Who's that? That's the Mystery Research Club, though. Oh, it's her. There she is. Itokura-chan. Is that Itokura-chan? What's she doing? What? Kotoko, you actually came to school. No. Oh, on your way to the MRC? No. Not really. Aw, don't be shy. Come on. Oh, wait, Just come on, Amasawa-senpai would be delighted to see you. Ain't that the truth? There she is. These little girls are so cute. Okay, I actually need to use the restroom for a quick second. I'm going to put this on break. So bear with me, guys. I'll be right back. Thank you very much for your patience. As soon as I get the music started. There we go. Did I just get sent into the Persona soundtrack or something like that? Happy Moments in Lost Judgment. I gotta listen to that song then later. Okay. Let's get back to it.
Nani?
What sort of sword is that, by the way? What is it? Got a problem? I can just leave if so. No problem at all. Welcome, Itokura-san. You're the third member of the Mystery Research Club. Boy, how exclusive. It's good to see you in the school. I guess I can show up if I feel like it. Not like I hate mysteries or anything. Why would you hate mysteries? This is quite the collection, Amasawa-senpai. I've got all the famous ones at home. Should I bring those into the club sometimes? I suppose getting to read all these for free is pretty cool. Oh, and Itokura-san, would you like to work on a mystery fanzine with me? A fanzine? What is that? Yeah, it does sound like Persona, I'm telling you. I'm in the middle of analyzing some of Carr's novels. Carr? Who's Carr? Richard Carr? Whatever his name? Carr. Carr. I know that name. Was it Richard Carr or something like that? Carr. Carr mystery novels. I've been a lost media detective and solved multiple cases, right? John Dixon Carr, an American writer from 1906 to 77. The American author renowned for the master of the locked room mystery and a central figure of the golden age of detective fiction. He wrote under a few synonyms of Carr Dixon, Roger Fairburn. His most famous series featured Dr. Gideon Fell and Sir Henry Merivale. Key works include The Hollow Man, 935, The Three Coffins, The Burning Court, and The Devil in Velvet. I think I've heard of Devil in Velvet. He also co-wrote Sherlock Holmes stories with Adrian Conan Doyle. He also co-wrote Sherlock Holmes stories. Adrian Conan Doyle. This is not Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. This must be The Exploits of Sherlock Holmes. Adrian Conan Doyle's is probably like the grandson, I'm assuming, of Arthur Conan Doyle. Adrian Conan Doyle. I had no idea that others in his family. 1910 to 1970. Yeah, okay, that makes a lot more sense. Son of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Yeah, okay. So he was a descendant. Of course he was. Interesting. By the way, what was that Persona 4 sounding song? It was called Happy Moments. It's apparently it's in Happy Moments in Lost Judgment, the Lost Judgment soundtrack. It just sounded like Persona to me, and I just looked it up. I heard a new translation come out. Now we'll finally get to read a fresh version of the Locked Room lecture. They returned to out pretty well, didn't it? Yep. Nice. Nice. Your leadership level has increased. Progress on other cases of school stories to increase Yagami's leadership. Consult the school diary for details. That's great. When do I get to boxing now? Dance, right? Okay. Rival harbors a will. Harbors ill will, dancing bunny. Pursues. Senpai, Kohai, Advisor, Dance Affiliate Club, Childhood Friends. Sugar Baby, of course, earned tuition by Sugar Baby. Yes, Sugar Bane. Interesting. I guess I need to do more work for them. Pirates uses a Persona 5 music in main story cutscenes sometimes. Oh, okay, I see. I was like, pirate. Like, this is my main problem with this game when it comes to like doing the school stuff. They never exactly tell you what I need to do to help proceed with the school stories. You just gotta keep doing other stuff, I guess. It's really weird. I'm not sure exactly how it how it does that. How do you carry on when there's no suggestion of what to do next, really? Oh, the basement, I suppose, because, well, there's a case there. So we'll go to the basement. Pirates. And when you're saying pirates, I thought you were talking about like Pirates of the Caribbean or something like that. Like, what do you want about? What's going on now? When do we get the boxing club, dude? What? You're messing with me, right? No, I'm serious. I saw him in the faculty room. God, these girls all look cute too, man. Just reminds me of the time I was in high school. I bet he won't show his face here, though. Hey, what's going on? Apparently, our advisor, Ko Mikado Sensei, actually came to school today. The ones I still haven't met all this time? Yeah, it's been a while since he helped out the club. I'm sure he'll sneak off soon instead of coming here and lending us a hand. Oh, well, in that case, I should go meet him now. Huh? What for? Well, I am involved with the dance club, after all. What's he look like? Bushy hair, pale face. His shirt is always wrinkled. I think he's like 25 years old. Got it. If I spot him, I'll try to find out what his deal is. Oh, pirates. You're talking about the Yaku... Right. You're talking about the spin-off. Right. Oh, my God. Boy. All right. Guess we're gonna go to the frickin' 3rd floor now. I'm gonna meet Ko Mikado. This would be quite the what's the word? Cardio trip to be doing this. I would be more than happy to do. I'm so sorry, sweetie. Give me a moment. Hey. Oh, I was overshot. Excuse me, cutie. One side, please. There he is. All right, let's I'm so sorry. Cardio is really good. I hate it though. I fucking hate cardio. I'll do it, but I hate it. I hate cardio so much with a passion. Would this guy be the dance club advisor? Excuse me. Am I mistaken, or are you Komokado Sensei? Hmm? And who are you? I'm Yagami, outside the counselor for the MRC. I've sort of stepped in to help the dance club too recently. Ah, the chairman told me about you. It's great that you're lending them a hand. So, what do you think of their routine? They're really coming along. They've pretty much put the whole thing down pat. Nice. You know I'm the only one who choreographed that routine. I've always been rather passionate about dance. Is that so? Listen, I really have to tell you, these rabbits seem a little lost without you. Is there any way that you can step back in and help them out again? I'm afraid I have to say no. Why is that? What's time at 2:16? 3. We got about 1 hour left, you know. You probably wouldn't understand it, essentially, but it's due to complications from a broken heart. Oh, that's why. My love was the most incredible dancer. Now that she's out of my life, I simply can't bear to witness the sight. So, you see, I have no choice but to retire from the world of dance. I mean, would you want a teacher around who was constantly throwing up? Right, I suppose not. Here, you can take this. Maybe it'll do you and the rabbit some good. A dance manual? I certainly have no use for it anymore. Great, thanks. Well, that was a real swing and a miss. Really? He's not gonna come back because of, he had his heart broken? Really? That... What is he, a quitter? A long time being a smoker. I sometimes smoke as well, dude, but I still run anyways. I honestly, I don't really smoke like I used to. I just recently started smoking again on 4th of July because of the 4th of July. Why wouldn't you? But yeah, I'm not saying it's definitely beneficial for the body or anything like that either. But I still have to run anyways. Oh, you got me, son. Any luck with Ko Makoto? Unfortunately, no. He said there's no way he can come back to the dance club. I knew it. I guess we're all on our own, huh? We'll be fine as long as you're with Izagami-san. This music. You're so much more dependable than Komakato-sensei. Wow. Right, everybody?
Yeah, totally. We'd be lost without you, Yagami-san. You're helpful and kind. You're why we got through prelims. We can rely on you for anything. See, everyone basically considers you our advisor already.
Is that so? Well, I'll be sure to do whatever I can to help the rabbits.
That's good to say. That's good. Then it's goodbye to No-Show Kamikoto.
Wow. So he just gave up. I'm almost healthy except for the liver issue. Yeah, make sure you get that, worked out.
Perfect, everyone. Perfect. That kind of work will earn us the regionals trophy. Yeah. Today's the day, Yagami-san. The finals of the Jinsho Citywide Dance Regionals.
Yep, we really made it.
Sayakawa, have you seen it? The Nori Zuki video? Oh, yeah, that was really something.
What's this about?
Last night, someone uploaded a video of Misaki Hai's dance club latest routine. It already has 200,000 views. That many views? Basically overnight?
Wow, sounds like one idol who's still got a loyal fan base.
But it's not just the idol thing. I've seen the video and its routine. It's phenomenal. It's like I was spellbound. Their form, their timing, everything was perfect. The music was actually unique. Even the solos were top-notch. We're going up against this? We're in trouble, aren't we?
Come on, what's with the faces? Did you forget the rabbit's motto?
Oh, right. Dance like nobody's watching.
I get that Norizuki's dance team makes you nervous, but if you just go up there and enjoy yourselves like you're during practice, you're gonna knock them dead. Got it?
Yeah.
Nice, then everything is perfect. Oh, why liver damage specifically? I don't know. I'm sorry to hear that. Make sure you get that checked out and just watch yourself, please,
Yagami-san, we'd appreciate if you were there to support us. Will you let me know when you're ready to go?
Yes. That's the whole point. I want to get the boxing stuff going, though. This is all story from here on, dude. Like, I'm telling you. Quiet. Have I actually gotten, sure, I suppose I have, but, only 10,000, not that much to go on, unfortunately. Yeah, talk, please. Talk.
Thanks for stopping. Are you gonna help us with practice today?
Oh, I guess we're going to, let me see if there's anything new about the practice, and then we'll head over to the dance meetup, I suppose. You've unlocked the X solo popping? Oh, here it is. So he may not have liked doing karaoke, but he's okay having his image doing dancing though, huh? Interesting. Okay, cool. We'll just go to the meetup then. Head to the dance meet. Here we go. Yeah, let's get going.
Great. Thank you so much. Rabbits roll out.
This is going to be rough too because I probably should have practiced the hardcore, but whatever. I'll do what I can.
Jinsho Regionals, we're coming for you. Woo! All right, everybody. Time to show them our stuff. Yeah.
There she is, her in her brown blazer.
Oh. See it yet? Huh? See what?
She knows what.
What was that about? You don't think she meant the video?
Yeah, of course she meant the video.
Oh, okay. I see now. But why'd she come all this way just to ask me that? She doesn't have any reason to be here to...
It's only to knock you off your balance. You're probably the whole reason the video got shared online. She's clearly thinks you're her competition. Exactly. She's trying to knock you off, sweetie. Just don't let that get to your head. I'd say she's trying to get you in her head. Exactly.
You think so?
Oh, yeah, I know so. Oh, I know so, all right. Oh, boy. Oh, I did not know you can actually... I actually kind of like this one. It's kind of cute, but I think just for the hell of it, this would work right here. It's cute. It's really cute. We'll get these new ones in because I have nothing else. This is gonna be hard, so here we go. Let's give it a shot, shall we? This is gonna be rough, so let's give it a try. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, she looks cute with the hat.
Wow, this is a big audience.
And the music's all tense too.
Way more than at prelims. Don't get nervous. Don't get nervous. Don't get nervous. Pumpkin people, pumpkin people, pumpkin people, pumpkin people.
Is that what Kabo-chan means?
Oh, come on, cut it out. The more you focus on something, the more you'll just work yourselves up. Really? Yeah, you just have to accept your nerves with every fiber of your being. My old dance instructor taught me that. And once we start, we're gonna forget the audience is ever in there. We'll be too busy killing it to notice them. What's our motto? Dance like nobody's watching, right? Right. If we enjoy ourselves, we've already won the day, so let's just enjoy being nervous in the moment.
Everyone's all smiles now. That's the way we call. That's the reason why they call her. She's the team's mood maker.
Come on, rabbits, huddle up.
I love these girls.
Say,
They're so cute.
hop, step, rabbits. Oh.
They're so cute. They're adorable. Would I be able to join you on the Steam at some point just for fun? Sorry, brother. I usually do solos right here. If we were to do a multiplayer game or something like that for a co-op, sure. But I usually do these on my own right here. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh no, this is... How are you moving suits like that, by the way? Ugh. Oh, God. Oh, God, I'm... Oh, God almighty. Oh, God almighty. That was hard. That was hard. That was hard. Holy crap. That was so ridiculously hard. Another one of those. Another one of those what? I still got a B, but dude, 22 misses. I could have done. Why does this happen all the time in Yakuza games? What do you mean? What is this? What happens all the time in Yakuza games? That was hard. That was so ridiculously hard. And now, the first place award for the best performance of the day. The top prize winners in the years of Ijincho Citywide Dance Regional is... Please! The City Rabbits! Oh, look at that. The minigame. What? Like, you mean the dancing and all? Yeah! I love the music when it's happy and all that. It's her. She knows this. She knows that they're competition, all right. Hey, here to spy on the enemy, huh? She's kind of cute too. Even in brown, she's kind of cute actually. But you know, are you City Highs? They're outside. They're outside Chancellor. Yeah, got me. So, what's your honest take on the Rabbit's performance today?
Honestly, I was impressed. I knew their top dancer would make a difference. The rest of them, though, they got a long way to go.
Ah, you're telling me right here. Really? Competition's that tough, huh?
But their little dance like nobody's watching gimmick is surprisingly a dangerous one.
Huh? You think so?
I first noticed it as much as the smaller meat. I thought to myself, that may not be the very good, but they sure do look like they love doing it.
Well, yeah, that's a keen observation, and I even tell you, I think there's this that it's their secret weapon. Oh, here she comes. We'll see, because I got a lot of things going on, dude. I still gotta put up that article, and I gotta do a lot of reading as well, and I also have to work out. So we'll see. Sorry. So.
Yagami-san, we did it. Oh. Nishizono-san, I see the rabbits return to the stage. But don't you think you're leaning a bit too hard? You're leaning on her a bit too hard? What do you mean? When you crowd a flower with too many weeds, the life gets choked with it. Might as well dig up the whole bed and start over fresh.
Holy shit, the rain. What rain? You got rain over there or something like that?
What? Who you calling weeds? Grr, you got some nerve.
I guess Onozuki still feels confident enough to swing by and take her jabs at Nishizono. This battle's far from over. Well, it's because she knows that she's gonna do good. That's the reason why she's doing that. She's recognizing it. Thankfully, it's cooling down. Oh, yeah. I know you guys don't like heat over there. It's Amasawa.
Yagami-san, I'm calling about Dancing Bunny investigation. Any new progress today?
Unfortunately, no. I'm keeping that, though.
Well, actually, I found something that could help you out. Could you stop by at the HQ when you get the chance? I mean, MRC Club? Hehe.
No problem. What did Amasawa bring up? Okay, I guess we're going to head over there now. What time is it? So far, but the rain is so loud. What happens over here, too, man? We get a lot of rain. Honestly, I love the rain weather. The rain weather's the best, in my opinion. The best time to actually get with a woman, read a book together under a blanket, and just cuddle. That Silent Hill weather's always been my favorite. Oh boy, how much further? Oh, there she is. Oh, Itokura, you're here too. Yeah, coming here after school helps save the utility bills at home. Hey, whatever gets you here. That's the right answer. I always sleep during the day. That's the best. It's the best weather sleeping. So Amasawa, what'd you think? What'd you want to talk about?
I have a piece of rather unpleasant information.
Oh, you do?
Well, I found Nishizono-san's chatter account. Turns out her username
is Dancing Bunny.
Is Dancing Bunny.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Really?
Take a look for yourself.
No.
Are you sure this isn't a coincidence?
Believe me, I wish that it were the case. But to be honest, we're looking at more than a coincidence here. Not only that, Nishizono-san has a motive. If Yuri Norizuki were forced to drop out of the competition due to her injury, Nishizono would have Hiraki-gun all to herself.
That is true, but if Nishizono really the type to ask someone to hurt somebody else, when you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. When you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. I kind of like that quote, actually. Itokura? Sherlock Holmes himself said that, didn't he? I don't believe a true detective shies away from facts, Yagami-san. But we don't have any concrete proof yet. Perhaps you're unaware, Yagami-san, but when it comes to teenagers, the worst... Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? The worst ones usually make an effort to appear well-adjusted and reputable. It's so true. Never take high schoolers at face value. Alright then. Noted. I'll keep working with rabbits. I'll let you know when I have a lead from Amasawa. Ain't that the truth? Well, good luck to you then, detective. Itokura, you're an MRC member now. You can act like you're above this, but you're gonna What the hell is this? You can act like you're above this, but you're gonna join us on some real detective work one of these days. I'm what? Wanna try going undercover sometime? What the hell? Why the hell would I wanna...
八神さん
Speaking of going undercover, Yagami-san, there's another club I'd like you to investigate soon. I'm still gathering information at the moment, though. I'll let you know once I'm ready for you.
Yeah, sure thing. Oh, God. Can we... So what do I do next?
八神さん
Are you for real? She's got nothing then. Let me see, how much time do I got left? About 30 minutes. So, where do I go then? What is open on? Do I go to robotics club or something like that? What do I do? Oh, whoops. Or I just keep doing the dance off and all that. What do I do? Where do I go? How do I win? Who am I? Who do you think you are? I am. Who do you think you are? I am. Sure. We're gonna wrap it up as always.
今日はどの曲にしましょう
Wait, what? Wait, what? What? What do I do then? Okay, great. What do I do? Don't tell me it's gonna shut me off where I gotta do other things in the main story or something like that. I just want to get to the boxing club. Why is this so hard to do? Glove, are you still there? I need to know how to make this thing work. Classic Japanese game. What do you mean? Where they shut you off on and telling you all sorts of information and just say go figure it out or something like that, or what? Maybe we stop over at the nurse's office? Actually, we haven't even done that yet, so let's do that. Maybe that you gotta try to what's the word? Oh, leaving everything ambiguous. Yeah, sure, absolutely. Hopefully we can now talk to this babe right here, because god dang is she gorgeous. Hello, gorgeous. Oh, hello, it's nice. Probably may stop by. Wait, whoa, say that again. I'm a bit busy right now. Wait, really? What the hell? So what do I do? Well, thank you, Japan. I appreciate you frickin' not helping me out. Something about the sound. Maybe I should actually do that too, but they mentioned robotics club. I know that's one of the clubs I'm supposed to go through, so I don't think it's gonna happen though. I noticed there are some rooms in here where it looks like there's a photography club and all this other stuff, but oh, there's a photography club room, but they never tell you exactly when to come in and when to talk to someone or something like that. It's like so annoying. Wait a minute. Chairman's office. Am I in the wrong room? Yeah, leaving everything ambiguous just doesn't even let me know what to go next or what to do, who to talk to, or anything like that. Good times. So here's the robotics room, but there's no one here though. No hint of anything. Esports club room. What am I supposed to do? I suppose I'm supposed to leave the school then or something like that, or what? And I don't want, it's not like I want to do that either. It's because I really want to actually, I really want to bond with these kids and, you know, make their lives a better place and all that, but I can't do it if the game's not going to help me out with that, which kind of sucks. Ow. That's one of my main problems with this game is when you're, like, you can go through the whole story and accidentally miss all these little features, and, like, that sucks. Because I really... What's this down here? Have I been here before? Oh, that's the mystery club center thing. Well, we already got the dances here too. What's going on? What am I supposed to do then? Got about 28. We got about 30 minutes left, dude. I'm ready to show you the Oh my god, dude. The one about the SAU club. Could you stop by the club room or whenever you're free? Can do. Okay, I get. This place really is a mess. I guess we're yeah, it's a mess, all right. I guess we're gonna go back and try to help out with whatever they got now. Excuse me. Can you believe that? First we're in, then we're out, now we're back in. Hello ladies, how y'all doing? Oh, Itokura, you're here too. We just saw her, dude. So how's the MRC treating you? I'm tired of it. Tired of it? So soon? I mean, I read every single book in the club room. There's nothing else to do. You did? Already? She's quite a fast reader. She's quite a fast reader, ridiculously fast. Never knew you had it in you at the Kuro-san. Hey, Amasawa-senpai. If there aren't any mysteries, then the MRC has nothing to do. What is the point of even coming to school? Then I guess I'll go buy some new books. The club's already low on funds this month, too. I get the feeling on that right there. So anyway, Amasawa, you wanted to talk about something, right? Is it related to the professor? Indeed. I wanted to discuss another possible criminal investigation. I'd like to ask you to undergo undercover again, but this time in the robotics club. The robotics club, huh? This should be interesting. Didn't know City U High had a robotics club. Oh yes. A few years back, a handful of students established the club based on their common interest, robots. Recently, they even participated in the robotics competition. You mean the whole thing where they use robots to compete in soccer and other ball games like Tamare? That's right. Many different groups host them each year using their own variation of the rules. The City Robotics Club participates in business-sponsored tournaments called the RE Robo Rally. It's a huge event that invites technical college students and robotics clubs, and even teams of working adults to compete with a large cash prize. Some average high school clubs sign for a tournament like that. Sounds like an uphill battle. Quite so. It's an uphill battle every year, I'm afraid. I hear that they always lose in their preliminaries. High school robotics club typically have limited funding, not to mention they lack the proficiency that a college-age group would have. Despite their shortcomings, the City Robotics Club made a huge leap forward, and when one particular transfer student became the student's club's president, a second named by Domu Okitagawa. That's him. On the second trimester, Okitagawa-kun transferred over from the high school in another prefecture. He was a member of his previous school's robotics club as well. Before he transferred, he constantly received top marks in his robot competitions. With him joining the ranks, robotics club's streak of primary losses changed drastically. Okitagawa-kun's management and production abilities rival the seasoned adults. The once feeble robotics club has practically transformed under his leadership. Just as one example, the club had typically struggled with funding, but he waltzed in and secured sponsorship from the shopping district. He even drafted schedules for the club, which were immaculate, and the club saw quickly an increase of efficiency and productivity in their work. A high school student did all that? I gotta say, that is pretty impressive. So then, how are the robotics club and the professor related? Yagami-san, are you familiar with the string of robot-led thefts terrorizing the streets of Ijincho? Citizens of Ijincho will be out and about. Then suddenly a robot will appear and snatch goods from expensive bags off of them. Then it runs off. Yeah. I'm afraid this is the first time hearing of that one. I've never heard of something like that either. Are robots really that sophisticated? Absolutely. With its mechanical arm, it can firmly grasp onto things like bags and makes a quick escape. On top of that, it's highly maneuverable. It can fit into the openings that are too narrow for a human to fall. Sounds like even more trouble than a flesh and blood thief. The most targeted items are expensive bags that contain large amounts of cash. Some bags are worth over 1,000,000 yen. Wow, could you imagine if I had 1,000,000 yen? We're talking damage that have now surpassed several million yen. So then, are you claiming that robot behind these incidents came from the City High Robotics Club? Do you have any proof? As a matter of fact, I discovered this bolt along with the robot's escape route. What is that, a sakura blossom? The very same bolts used by the City High Robotics Club. Wait, what? No. You're positive City Robotics Club is using these bolts? Yes, 100%. They were originally custom made by a factory in Ijincho, but then it went under and lost its clients. That's when City High Robotics Club brought them to the bulk for a new price. Makes sense. I can see why you suspect them. Additionally, rumor has it it's not going to be used for playing for criminals. Well, it would be tough for defense stolen goods through the usual channels. Right. And I've have just the ones in mind who would perform such nefarious deeds to get by, the Professor and the Nihil Keihin gang. We're the MRC. We can't simply sit by and ignore this, can we? Alright. Yeah, I hear you. I'll see if I can get in good grace with the Robotics Club, but I'll need a reason. You'll greet them as an outsider counselor. I've always received approval from the chairman. One step ahead as always, though I have to say I'm surprised the chairman gave the thumbs up. To be honest, the advisor of the Robotics Clubs has never been on good terms, and the chairman's glad to have a mediator keep an eye on them. Or as for the why, they're at odds with each other. I have no idea. Interesting. In this case, maybe I'll just welcome here. Well, because of the dispute with their advisor, apparently the Robotics Club members have a general distrust for adults. As such, it's possible they may reject you as well, Yagami-san. Right then, sounds like earning their trust was going to be tricky. Amasawa, I'm on my way to the club room. Where can I find the Robotics Club? It's on the corner of the east building, fourth floor. Alright. Well, I guess I'm better start showing my face. Okay, so here we go. Finally, we actually got ourselves a new club. I'm not hating on the girls' dance club and all that, but dude, I'm a guy. I gotta be with the boys and doing some boxing. Like, I have to. I have to do it. Robotics Club is fascinating. I'll leave that to Elon Musk, though, because he obviously knows what to fudge. Gosh darn it. What the actual hell? Ow. Sad face. Well, we're gonna head back down. Feels bad, man. And we're going to get going. And that's 2, 3, finally 4. Ugh, man, oh man. Here we go. Who knows? Maybe there'll be a good club. Look at these guys just working on their robots and everything, trying to be like the next Elon Musk or something like that. Ugh. So this is.
今日から外部指導員することになった八神だけど、部長はいる？
私が部長の沖手川ドームです。理事長から話は聞いています。
そうか。それじゃあ話が早い。これからよろしくな。
A warm welcome, I see.
八神さんでしたっけ？一つお聞きしたいことが。ロボットに関しての知識は？
いや、特にないけど。
またこれだよ。八神さん、理事長に頼まれたのでしょうが、我々としては外部指導員など必要としていません。
え？
What？
我々は我々だけでうまくやっていますので、部活に来ていただかなくて結構です。
Turn me away right off the bat, huh? Well, this throws a wrench in things.
沖手川くんだっけ？一応俺も仕事で来てるから必要ないって言われても困っちゃうんだよね。邪魔はしないからさ、時々見に来てもいい？さすがに顔出さないでいると理事長に叱られるだろうし。
まあ、邪魔をしないのなら。
No intention of doing that, my guy.
改めてよろしく。
Ah. These guys are not exactly welcoming. Yeah, right. Best of friends. Here goes nothing. Better greet all the members. Oh boy. Hey there. Nice to meet you. Oh. Hello. My name's Yagami. I'm an advisor with the Mystery Research Club. What's your name? My name's Tetsuro Kurumazaki. I'm a second year. Can I ask what you're making? Oh, these are blueprints. I'm responsible for the The designs. Oh wow, that's pretty awesome. So is what you're drawing up now for the robotics contest? That's right. This is incredible. You drew this? Yes. Could he just be super shy? I don't know. Like, the thing is, when it comes to people like this that are like real geniuses in robotics and engineering, dude, they don't quite have the social awareness or the social intelligence to actually interact with people, you know. And it's because they're just so hyper focused in on whatchamacallit, their work and all that. I can't help. I know there's like a correlation with geniuses and like autism or something like that, where like they some of those people that kind of have like mental disorders or something like that, sometimes they're like really genius at some of these things. Not all of them, but like a good, like Rain Man is kind of like an example. Like, he's obviously is slow and all that, but he's like an absolute genius at numbers and remembers things like off the back of his head and all that. It's like almost incredible. So I'm not saying that everyone who's like in the industry of robotics and engineering and all that, but they just don't quite have that same sort of social ability of communicating with regular people on the norm. But they're absolute geniuses at these sorts of things right here. I'm Yagami. I was asked to act as your outside counselor starting today. It's nice to meet you. See? Like, they don't know exactly how to react because they think more like a robot or a computer than they do like a regular human being. They're just more interested in the material of things. Quite the exact opposite with girls, where they're more interested in people. Men are more interested in things, you know. Totally ignored me. Excuse me, what's your name? Shion Takamori. I'm in charge of the construction. And what would construction entail? Following the blueprints and building the robots. Oh, so you build them. Sounds fun. What kind of robots are you making now? Hey, I'm a little busy right now. Fair enough. You mind? My bad. Sorry for bugging you. I need to get back to work. Gonna have a tough time getting to this bunch to open up. Ain't that the truth? Who's this guy? Weird. Why isn't it moving? Hey there. I'm Yagami. Nice to meet you. Who might you be? Well, Dento Sakura. A first year. I'm the robot's lead programmer. These guys are so smart, dude. Like, I have no idea how they do it. Were you having trouble with it? Yes, it's the robot. I just can't get it to move. What do? I don't need another tongue lashing from the president. You look a little stressed out. Well, to be honest, I just recently started programming, except I don't have a proper senpai to teach me the ropes. I see. I wish I could help you with that one, but I'm not much of a programmer myself. What are you up to? I'm laying out current milestones and workflow progressions using Agile. Huh? Like your agility? No, Agile. It's a cutting-edge project development method that's being adapted by all sorts of software designers. I'll try to rephrase it in a more digestible way. Instead of blindly trying to build a complete model, it repeats trials, tests, and modifications to achieve the ideal form. Compared to the waterfall model of the past, you can have a much shorter development cycle. Wow. Sounds complicated. Well, you're not wrong. High school students have a difficult time wrapping their heads around development of models at this level. I'm too stupid for any of this, dude. I'm too much of a monkey. It doesn't require mastery in the management, after all. Depending on our opponents for the tournament, we'll need to have flexible spec changes, so that's why we're using this model. In fact, we're running a scrimmage of your prototype models later today. We'll have to examine the results to adjust your design principles of the future. He had really standoffish vibes at first, but he's been surprisingly friendly. Yagami-san, you made us a promise, right? Didn't you say you wouldn't get in our way? I take it back. Right? Right? This is very annoying. A lot of skilled and talented people have mental illnesses. I don't want to say the thing is that, like, I'm having trouble by asking people, like, what do they mean by mental illness, because, like, I feel like nowadays, dude, a lot of people like to use that term mental illness or something, you know. And it can range from someone actually legit having, like, Down syndrome or something like that to someone being stressed and all that. So I don't know. I don't think I don't know. I don't feel quite comfortable tossing that word around. Like I keep hearing people say like I got mental illness, I got mental problems, I got mental this, mental all that, and usually what they're usually describing is stress or whatever. It's not something like I'm seeing of schizophrenia and all that, you know. It's why I always encourage people, autistic people specifically. I get autistic people, and I got a lot of empathy with them. The thing is that they at least got a grounding of what's going on with reality and all that, but the thing, it's usually people that are below all that don't quite reach that spectrum of autism and all that. Like they always say that they have their autism. They're not mentally disabled or anything like that. They're just neurotic. They're just sporadic. They just don't know how to find a proper grounding. I just think that some people use it as like an excuse for stress and all that, and honestly I can kind of get that, because for God's sakes, I went into therapy and I stopped going to therapy and I feel a lot better now and all that. But I think a lot of people kind of use that for excuses, especially nowadays in our time, dude. Like people just use it as a form of like victimization. I'm not saying all of them, but I see it tossed way too much around, dude. I don't know if I kind of like really agree with it, you know. They're not mentally disabled, obviously. No, absolutely not. They're not, I'm not sure exactly how to describe it, but they just don't quite understand or recognize the social cues or social intelligence of people and all that, you know. For example, they just don't know when to put a filter on things or something like that. I don't know. I'm talking about the regular everyday people, though, that use that term, you know. It bothers me. It really bothers me. And that is why I always try to encourage people, if you're exercising the mind, if you're exercising the body, you also better exercise the mind. Get off your goddamn cell phone, start going out, start talking to people, and just be sociable, you know, try to learn and all that, you know. It's not gonna be easy, but at least you're gonna at least understand like how people work and all that, you know. I remember hearing about a research paper of how reading books actually does a lot better in helping you understand comprehensive social skills than it does when you're like on your cell phone and all that. You know, I'm diagnosed with Asperger's. I was you and Bart probably have the same thing actually. I was once brought in to from a counselor thinking that I diagnosed with Asperger's. They said there was nothing wrong with me. I already had a check for ADD, ADHD, and all that. There was nothing ever wrong with me. I think I was even tried to be diagnosed with autism as well. Everything came up negative. These people just don't quite understand me. They're too stupid to understand me, you know. They think that because I'm being rowdy in school that everything in their system is perfect, and they are fucking wrong. They're just stupid. And I had checks later, so yeah, no, I don't know. I never like to say that I have any mental issues or anything like that. I always just try to take it out. I never want to make myself a victim. I'm not saying everyone that has legitimate issues is saying all that, but my problem is that people that are willy-nilly tossing that term around, like some other terms that we can talk about that I don't want to say, they just toss that they toss that word around as if to gain some sort of virtue signaling points or some sort of victim points or something like that. Brownie points. I don't know. But usually it's these like these ones right here that are more into the material and the academic parts and the intelligence parts. There's nothing necessarily wrong with them. They just don't quite understand how to read other people or outside of stuff, you know. I think even like Elon Musk, this brilliant guy who knows everything about engineering, AI, and all that, I think he's even autistic too or something, you know. I think so. So, you know, there may be correlation, but I don't think it's necessarily causation. It's just that they don't know exactly how to do social cues. They don't quite understand that. They don't understand why you should be polite to someone or anything like that. I don't know. Everyone here is keeping their guard up pretty much night and day compared to their dance club. They don't care about people, do they? Want to care about their own material. It's time. Good lord, everyone's rising in unity like Dark Souls bosses. Oh, something's going on. The scrimmage. Ah, right, the thing you mentioned earlier. Your data from these practice matches. Make adjustments as necessary. It's an entire spectrum. That's what makes me nervous, because then if that's the case, anyone can say anything about it. So, and that's what makes me really nervous. If you really have problems, then you should actually get help and all that. But if you know that you're not having problems and you're stressed, or you just don't know how to settle things in, you should not be using that as a shield for you to cover your own issues and all that. You never make the number one thing when it is to become a victim. Never make yourself the victim. You will always be used by someone if you do that. Always. Have you seen the anime Pupa? No, I never heard of it, actually. No. Correct. Mind if I watch too? Fine. Just as long as you don't get in our way. Of course. Consider me a fly on the wall. I guess since they don't like me. See what I mean? They don't quite get the social cues. They don't quite understand it. They don't know how to react with other people. They just only care about the material. Which makes a lot of sense, I don't have problems. I can do whatever I want. Well, that there you go. Just as long as it's ethical, I'm assuming that you're not hurting. As long as you're not hurting yourself or anyone else, Do you have a favorite Akiyama tour? No, I do not. I was not even aware of his other short stories apart from Dragon Ball Z. Whoa, what the? This dedicated field is where the matches at the Ari Robo Rally are held. These guys are such nerds. Dang, looks professional. They're nerds, but yeah. What are you talking about involving Asperger's? No, he was talking. Pila was just telling me that Pila was diagnosed with Asperger's and all that, and I was going over what we talked about earlier with people thinking that I had Asperger's because I wasn't doing good in school. But people don't realize it's not I'm doing good in school. School's not doing good on me. Mitsunaga from West Mitsuya High. Looking forward to the match today. Aoki Garusa said you a pleasure. Okay, now notice how they actually managed to bow. At least they have some form of social intelligence where maybe it's not even just that, it's just outright respect. It's decorum for these two that they are aware of, so they're not necessarily like wrong in the head or anything like that. They just don't know exactly proper social cues, or maybe they're arrogant. They see anyone else like Yagami as a fool or something like that, a layman, if you will. What? Are you kidding? What's the matter, Takamori? Mizuzuki won't be coming. What? What do you mean by that? He jammed his finger during a track practice. I told him to focus his attention on the robotics club before the tournament. What's wrong? Mizuzaki is this fellow on the track team who I asked to control the robot as our guest operator. So he jammed his finger and can't do anything anymore? Anyone else in the club operate it? Well, I mean... He doesn't want to do it either. What? Me? No way, I suck. Asperger's usually would make you exceed at certain things. That's what they actually believe, and actually I think that's actually right. That's what they believed about me. But bro, I like writing. I don't even think I write that well, to be honest. So I don't know. I'm famous for my butterfingers. The robots are radio controlled, so they're a bit unconventional. Mizuzaki isn't part of the club, and he had the experience, so I asked for his help. Ah, I see. Fine. How about I do it? No, not Takamori. What? Why the hell not? That's your reason right there. You have a very short fuse. We can't afford you getting emotional in the middle of the match. That's not gonna happen. Radio controlled, huh? In that case, mind if I be the operator? What? You? Yagami-san? I actually use a drone for my work pretty often. I know my way around radio controls. You've operated drones? How much experience do you have? About 5 years worth. I'd like to think I can handle more delicate situations like this too. No way. Forget it. What are you even saying? We should check out more cool stuff on streams besides Yakuza. Will you ever stream your writing piece? We already did a stream yesterday about me finishing up my article, actually editing my article for the Amazing Digital Circus. It was on Twitch and it was on Kick. So I already streamed that yesterday. That was an extra 2 hours. Actually, we went over that because I was having such trouble trying to get that thing edited. So if you want to check that out, it's on Twitch and it's on Kick. It'll probably last longer on Twitch because Kick deletes their stuff after a while. But I probably do intend to do reading at some point, so I'm just going through Yakuza because I love this game, and I want to get through the whole series as much as possible. I'm going to be moving on to another series after this. Oh man, I guess I'll love to see it. Just go on my Twitch profile. It should be on my YouTube profile. You should be able to see it. Pila's already here too, anyway, so you can probably chat there as well. Very well, you got me, son. Please take over as our operator. What? Okite Gawas, you son of a... This is the best course of action we can take for today. It's the optimal solution. Oh, no. Why is this even an option? He isn't even in the club. It should be me, like I said. Process of elimination. Hey. So, like, this guy is a teacher, right? The Robo Rally permits adults participation as well. There shouldn't be an issue. I mean, yeah, but... Okitagawa, can you show me the controls? Yes, of course. Give us about 5 minutes, Matsunaga-san. I don't know if you'd actually like it, dude, because it's really slow. I mean, I'm just editing, and I don't even really say much. You're only going to hear my keyboard clacking and all that, and you're going to see what I'm writing, but it's just kind of not exactly exciting to watch. I mean, you're free to check it out if you want to, but I don't know if you're going to really get into it. Besides, I don't think that your style of writing really kind of matches with mine, because you get to the point of a lot of things. I have to do millions of drafts to actually get what I'm going, so, you know, I mean, you're welcome to check it out if you want to. It's just going to be quite slow, you know. I still appreciate the support anyways. I woke up about 5 hours early today. Aren't you, like, waking up at 12 o'clock in the morning? You should, like, get some sleep. I haven't read anything, dude. I've been really busy, I'm telling you. Give us 5 minutes, Mitsunaga-san. Huh? Well, fine, I guess. I haven't had the time, dude. I've been trying to write my own stuff, and I've been trying to sell things that's in real life, that's with real life bullshit, you know. I haven't had the time. I can't even bloody read some of the things that I need to read, dude. It's like, I'm such a slow reader too. You'll be divided up into blue and red teams. Each battle each other for a territory control game using 3 robots on a battlefield composed of multiple panels. You'll take and position blocks and expand their own team's history. Victory condition: if you fulfill one of the following conditions, you have more territory, obtain panels, than the opponent of the end game. You take over enemy bases. Regardless of the match type, you'll obtain reward wins. The base's initial position of the match point of a lot of robots return. Destroying robots. Robots are released forced temporarily. Okay. Deus, are you for real? Now you got me, son. Let me teach you how to control a robot. Thanks, I appreciate that. Due to recent, look, even some of the girls are here. Recent technological advancement, you can control every function using your smartphone. Oh wow, so it's really like a drone. I think I can work this. In a match, other than leading until you're directly control Yagami-san, you'll be forming a team of 3 with 2 other AI-controlled units. However, since we're limited on time, I'll just have you use the leading units to teach you the basics of robot control. Roger that. Now, brief lecture on robot movement. Okay. Okay, all right. The action figure? Yeah, dude, take care, Pila. Please stay safe, and please, I hope you get better. I'll be praying for you and all that, so just take care of yourself now. Just send me a message too, and I'll see if I can talk to you about that thing. You know, I know it's been kind of rough for you. Hoping things get better. I'll explain how to acquire place blocks. The rules say whichever team holds the most territory panels at the end wins, so the technique is the most essential of all. Blocks will spawn at set locations on the battlefield. First, move the robot over to the block's location. Okay. It's a robot. It's not an action figure. It's just a robot. Move the robot to where the block appears. Okay. Wait, isn't this Tetris? Now, you've now acquired the block. Please note that while ally units may acquire blocks, any blocks acquired are automatically transferred to the leading unit. This is due to the fact that the leader may place blocks. Alright, go place the blocks. Blocks must be placed adjacent to your team's base on your own territory. This might be difficult to convey through words alone. Why don't you give it a try? Okay. Alright. This is like Tetris then. Great job. Blocks cannot be placed if they overlap your own team's territory. So when placing block, try to place them leaving a few gaps as possible. Okay. Next, I'll try to explain that in enemy territory. Place a block that's adjacent to your team's base on your enemy territory. If that block is on enemy territory, you can still steal from them. In a real match, the focus is all about territory, so the technique that's often the deciding factor. Why don't you practice this as well? Okay. So I can override their blocks, but I can't override mine. I wish college classes were more interactive. I don't ever take online classes for college because they get so boring, and honestly, if I have a question they never ask me. So what do you mean by interactive? Do you want to like do something or what? But do you want to actually do something while in the class or what? Imagine if robots you're moving in the game was Mechagodzilla. That'd be something. Next, a lesson on the robot's attacks and damage. These treacherous tug-of-war machines are not limited in territory battles alone. You can also unleash attacks upon the enemy using equipped weapons. You got me, son. The robot you're controlling has a drill equipped. Try to attack the enemy in front by ramming into it. Okay. Oh, okay. Destroyed robots are automatically returned to their bases. Additionally, as a penalty, they cannot return for the game for periods at a time. Keep your guard up until the match is over, and take care not to allow your leading team unit to be destroyed by the best of your abilities. Okay. Just move around, go outside, give the room a pulse, play music that fits, good art relates. Are you having trouble like sitting still and like paying attention to the lecture? Is that what I'm hearing right here? Okay, I think I've got the basis controls down. We may be able to pull this one off yet, right? Can we get a move on? Absolutely. Apologize for the wait. You got me, son. About the skills of yours, I'd like to see what you're capable of. Sure thing. Just leave it to me. What is it that's like? Are you having like? Do you feel like you cannot stand? Whatchamacallit? What the hell am I doing? Well, there's your robot right there, Bart. Oh. I don't think so, my guy. Okay. We're gonna do it like this. How do I do this? すみません。ちょっと待って。よっしゃ。よし。This is like Tetris, essentially. Oh shoot! Oh shoot! すみません。ちょっと何やったんだよ。おいおい。Out of the way. That's mine. Oh shoot, what do I do? What would Jesus do? What would Jesus do? すみません。すみません。そう。Hey, we're doing good. Out of the way. Really, Machina? Deus Ex Machina? Really? Oi, oi, don't you be doing that to my buds. Oh, so this. Hi. Nope. Not that way. This way, like this. Wasn't it, oh no. Of course, it slows me down. This is kind of reminds me of Split. The mechanics kind of remind me of Splatoon, actually. Oh, wait. Oi, oi, oi. No, get him out of here. Oi! Oh god, am I losing? Guys, kick their asses. Kick their asses, boys. This is really tough. There we go. This, like, I could have sworn this reminds me of Splatoon a bit. Or Splatoon, rather, excuse me. This is really making me think, like, quite hard. Oh, no. Get out of the way. I won. That's incredible. Just move around, so go outside. Get. I should do a story about small robots sometimes. Maybe those small robots from Jimmy Neutron or something. I was never much of a Jimmy Neutron guy. Splatoon's art style looks strange and not in a good way. I don't know. I disagree. I kind of like it. It looks kind of cute and fun and all that. I thought it was all right. You know. I thought it was good. Actually, I think that's the one multiplayer game I kind of wish I did play. I didn't get the chance to play it though. Yes. All right. Gah. For real? Whoa, hey, did you actually win? Wow, you're the first on a first try too.
No.
So, what do you think? Not too shabby, huh? Certainly far from shabby. You may even be better than Mizuzaki. Oh yeah? Did I really make the Hall of Fame? Hey, Okitagawa, do not tell me you're going to use this guy in the tournament. Takamori, this is the only option we have. Then what happens to Mizuzaki? We'll just have to step him down. We'll just have him step down. What? He's quite the he was quite temperamental, maybe even a bit unstable. No, damn it. Even so, you ever heard of something called the Peking order? Why give the job to an outsider who just showed up today? It was the optimal solution. Huh? Okitagawa. If you're gonna axe that Mizuzaki kid just for me, it feels a little... No. To be honest, he was acting as our operator reluctantly. It seemed his heart set on the track of Field and Club. Oh, is that so? That's right. He always wanted to be wanted out of the robot. He always wanted out of the robotics club, which is why I frankly didn't want him to be the operator of the tournament. If that's the case, then I guess it's no big deal. Moving on, Yagami-san, I'd like to thank you in advance. Yeah, no problem. Not talking to you. I suppose I could say successfully infiltrating the robotics club, but making friends with everyone, that's another story. I need to earn the club members' trust somehow so I can get a little info on them. Oh, before that, I should report back to Amasawa. She was worried about the robotics club, but wouldn't even take me in. Yeah, that too. Yeah, I actually need to call it a day for this one too. It's already 3 hours. Check out my stream on Twitch, that way you can see me write. Like I said, I don't know if there's much I can be doing and all that. At some point, I think I want to go back to reading aloud on stream too, but you're going to have to catch me on Twitch or Kick for that, so... YouTube doesn't really harbor that sort of support for writers, so... No, nor free speech, to be honest, so... but check me out, dude, if you ever get the chance. We're gonna call it a day soon, actually. I need to get some food in me, and I need to get other things done. I got quite a lot to do. Later. Okay. I think we'll leave it there for now. We'll call it a day. And yeah, unfortunately, I wish I could get other things done, but no, this is the way of things of life. It's just kind of stupid that way, but here we are. All right, guys. So we'll call it a day for now. And we'll be back tomorrow, hopefully, just to get things done. So I'll see you guys later. Take care. Have yourselves a good day. God bless you all, and may the darkness watch over you and protect you always. Bye bye.